Happy day. Bye. I have such bad cramps right now. I kind of want to die. So that's all I've got. This organ in my body that's like this big and thinner than my pinky makes me want to jump into traffic because that would feel better. It's so fucked up. No, I refuse. I will die alone and no one will mourn me. I can't take the guilt. I woke up with no coffee, no hot water, no painkillers, no weed, and a bundle of uterine cramps. You can't see me. Oh, and no money. Anybody else want to bitch with me about their day? Want to bitch? I'm ready. We all got shit to bitch about. I don't know what else to do. Everything hurts and I want to hurt people because of it. I just spent about 7 hours on a city bus for a municipal event. What? Voluntarily, or was this a prisoner situation? A 10-mile bike ride. That sounds fucking awesome. I kind of feel like I went on a 10-mile bike ride, but I didn't do anything but lay there. That's it. On my bike, other bikers whizzed by me and said you were going. Like audibly said, no. Shut up. I know this doesn't help in hindsight, but if someone does that, this is what you do back. Because now they've just made fun of someone on the spectrum and they're a bad guy. It's the tism. No, because here's the thing. So, person has made fun of you. No one feels bad making fun of an asshole. And if you kick the tire out from their bike, you're an asshole. If you call them a name, you're an asshole. If you respond in any way like the way that they have initiated communication with you, you're an asshole. But if all you do is give them a big thumbs up and smile like it's the best day of your life, they're an asshole. We're not here to break ankles. We're here to break sleep cycles, my dudes. I highly encourage you, as a woman who has lived a few years, physical pain fades. Mental stain is forever. Get them where it counts. Confuse them for eternity. Trust me on this one. It's like sunscreen. Works every time. You want it? You know how I told you I have a very, very loud neighbor who likes to talk on their phone excessively until I come out in my yard blaring Baby Shark at top volume? Do you want to know what he does now? He walks 1 block away from my house in a circle on his phone. And all I did was very innocently enjoy my favorite child tune, Baby Shark. I'm telling you, physical pain fades, but the shit upstairs is forever. Hit them where it counts. That person's gonna go to bed feeling like absolute shit because they just made fun of someone who looks kind of special. I'm telling you, we just need to plan ahead. You could Tawanda too if you want to, but like I don't have insurance like Tawanda. The 90s were a glorious time where people in their 20s had entire articles for magazines and there was such a thing as valuable insurance and things like that. It was a glorious time. It will never be again. I've already accepted that my life's gonna be shit till I die. It's just, it is the curse of the millennial. We were handed a shit pile and we just keep nomming it, but you know, whatever. I guess I don't know. I'm out of weed, otherwise I'd cheers to this, but like, we're just chilling. I got nothing. What up, guys? Thank you for those biddies. I appreciate you. You know what I say? Like, if people pass me in traffic, because I don't drive slow, but I don't speed because like speeding tickets are stupid. Like, what the fuck are you doing? That is so much money you're just giving to complete. Like, literally, I feel like if you speed regularly and you've gotten a ticket before, you support the police. Like, you are pro police. Because literally you're going out of your way to give them extra money for nothing. I don't understand. But I go the good 5 over the speed limit, or 10, or whatever the local limit. You go with the speed of traffic, right? And sometimes people just are in a hurry. I don't know where the fuck they're going, but they're going like 90, 100 miles an hour and they're flying past me. I give them a big thumbs up, creepy smile, and I think to myself, thank you for taking my ticket. Because more than this many times have I caught up to that person and they are pulled over on the road ahead of me. Oh, it feels nice. But at that point, like, aren't you just pro cop? Like, you know what happens when you speed. We all know what happens. Be the chaos in somebody else's day. Be the reason children fear the woods. Be the reason he won't walk alone at night. I have faith in you. You can do this. Would I mind slowing it down? Not. I think I'm actually slow today. Excellent opportunity too. People won't always remember what you say, but will remember how you make them feel. Also, don't you have like 4 vapes? Yes, I do. Doesn't touch me when I'm having cramps. Literally. You know how Viata talks about vapes? How she can just suck off these motherfuckers? That's me with pain. I know. I've been sucking off it since I woke up this morning and I am so in a bad mood. You'd think it'd be better by now. Nothing. Pain is... I mean, it's the reason when people are knocked out, we do a sternal scrub. Pain will pretty much bring you out of anything. Enough of it. Which sucks. We can just keep cheersing, though. Hope for the best. They're nice otherwise, though. Are we the best generation, but also the most tortured generation because it was so cool growing up, but now the world has changed so much, it's now shit. I mean, I think the world has always been shit and will always be shit. It's just the gossamer we pull over it. So, like, I'm not disillusioned to think, like, the world was so much better when we were kids, because, like, literally, what did our parents say when we were kids? When I was a kid, children respected their... What did our grandparents... When I was a kid, we walked uphill in the snow. No, you didn't. Being a kid sucks all the time, no matter what. It always sucked. I think the problem is that when you're a kid, you're able to put a nice shine on things so they seem a lot more fun. And then when you're an adult, you see that, wow, playing in mud with sticks wasn't fun. I was just so chronically understimulated, and going in the house meant I was going to get hit in the face by an adult, and none of that sounded fun. So I played in mud. So now as an adult, I'm like, why don't I get the same pleasure out of playing in mud? Maybe because there's not an adult in the house ready to hit me in the face. You ever think maybe it might be that? I didn't walk to school, but I was the first and last bus stop. That sucked. Day 5 without my precious ibuprofen, and I'm ready to poke people in the eye with a fork. Oh, because, well, this is good, though. Because, man, you bleed out, and we just take your finger. You want to keep your finger. Yeah, stay off those pain thinners. Although, pain thinners? What? Okay. We're doing great. Pain thinners, I guess. How them pain thinners working, V? Yeah, don't take paint thinners, please. It's not my middle finger. I'll barely miss it, right? I think I'd literally miss all of my fingers. Also, think about it like a vacation for your kidneys. Because, like, the leading cause of kidney failure is literally ibuprofen. Brand named. So, You know, like, you know when we get a vacation and we, like, sleep and feel like a new person because really all we did is just, like, let our body recuperate? Your kidneys will be that way in a couple days, which will be sick. That's fun. I don't know, I'm just trying to find some level of silver lining here. You won't have a bump on your finger. Are we traumatized today because I got trauma and I'm constipated? Dude, I mean, all the time? I don't know. We could. I feel like we end up talking about life stuff no matter what, and it's impossible to talk about today without talking about yesterday. You know, I'm incapable of someone being like, blah, 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 today behavior. My brain immediately goes, but why? Must have been something that happened in the past, huh? Because we're literally just amalgamations of the fruit salad of our past, right? I can't help but think that way, so I feel like I always go back to that no matter what. I'm just like, no one is away today for no reason. Something is doing it, so like, what is it? And why? I want to know. The why. I like the why. I made fruit salad last night. It was super tasty with real homemade whipped cream, like heavy cream whipped, and fresh blueberries and strawberries. Bitch, it was so good. But nothing else touches my pain. Tylenol's just junk. I'm not hating. I'm assuming you already know. Like, most of you are fucking intelligent human beings, and if you hang out in my stream for any modicum of time, I assume you know if you're on any regular medication you're taking, there's an adverse effect. But, like, if you can't breathe because you're in pain without ibuprofen, like, fuck your kidneys. Dialysis exists. Right? Pain is so fucked. I never judge anybody on pain. But, like, you know, the stupid little silver linings, that's all I'm saying. Like, you may want to wring your husband's neck and pluck his eyes out and eat them with that tiny little fork that you use to get the snails out of snail shells, and, like, the world's tiniest little knife just to make it last longer while it's still connected to his brain as he cries. Like, all of that is going on, and I empathize because I feel that way right now over this stupid uterus just making me want to kill everybody. But silver lining for you, your kidneys are like, oh my god, I can feel feelings. Am I functioning? Is that a fucking nephron? You know what I'm saying? I don't really get that silver lining because my body's just like, we're gonna shit out a bunch of cloudy blood. I'm not pregnant. That's my silver lining. Woo! Cheers. Pain sucks. Technically, you need 0 kidneys because dialysis exists. Pain is stupid. You have to deal with pain. Did that alert just not go off? Crispy, thank you for subbing to the class, keeping the classy alive and giving it any swings. I straight up did not hear an alert go off at all. But I might just be blacking out at this point. I ordered weed this morning and Zach actually went to see if the pot store is open because he's a wonderful human like that. And he was awake. And when he saw me first thing this morning, I was like, and he was like, what's up? And I was like, I have cramps and I'm out of painkillers. And he was like, oh no. And I was like, and weed. And he was like, oh no. And he got in the shower and then he left the house because he's really nice that way. I hurt so bad. My eye is about to tear. Stupid bodies are stupid. David, can you imagine? Can you imagine how fucking high everyone would be here if I could blow smoke into the camera for you? That'd be incredible. I don't want dialysis. The nearest facility is a big city, and that's 100 miles away. I mean, fuck it. You've had a good run. Who wants to live past 70 anyways? You ever see that episode of Scrubs? I haven't seen all of Scrubs, so please don't start quoting Scrubs at me. I've seen like 5 episodes ever. I worked in a hospital, so I've had plenty of that. But one of the episodes I saw, he had a patient whose kidneys are failing, and they're like, don't worry about it, we've got dialysis. She's like relatively young, she's in her mid-60s, and she's just like, I'm good. Peace. I always respected her for that. It's a pretty brave decision to just be like, I'm good. Crazy. So she like goes to her like grandchild's birthday or some shit and then just fucking kicks it. Good for her. Dallas isn't fun. No shit, Crispy. That's fantastic. Getting high Wi-Fi-cally would be, dude. Would it be Wifically? Wifically. It's Wi-Fi. And then Wi-Fi-cally. Wifically. I think Wifically is way more fun to say, though. I would like to get stoned Wifically with you all. Wirelessly. I mean, like, here's the thing. Your kidneys give out. Your brain gets poisoned due to none of your body being able to filter all the nonsense out of your body. You go into a coma. You are well aware who cares for patients in comas. And well aware of all the skills I have under my belt. But I won't feel bad because you won't be conscious anymore. So I don't feel the need to have to tell you, like, hey, V, sorry to let you know, but just for my own personal selfishness and comfort, I might just keep you around for a few extra 10 years. But you won't be there, so, like, do you need to know that? Whatever. Not if I stick a VR headset on her face and just let her party. I don't see the problem here. It's the risk you take being the friend of a respiratory therapist. I went to school for an excessively long period of time to know all of the ways to keep you from death. And it's because I fear abandonment and I don't want my friends to go anywhere, so now they can't. How's everyone doing today? Can I ask you about your experience in bipolar? It's okay if you're not interested. You can always ask me. Absolutely. I have some specific questions, nothing too hard personal. Absolutely. Just to preface, I am the bipolar mania. Aw, man. Is it type 1 or type 2? I really thought I was going to remember which type it was that time. So the only thing is with that, David, that's all I can speak to. Is the hypermania bipolar, not the hypomania bipolar. Is it type 2? I always forget, which is terrible. Because, like, we don't say, I'm not like, I'm type 1. Like, it's just, we're a little bipi, you know? Um, bipolar hypermania. Which type are you, though? I don't know. I'm that type. So that's the only one I can talk to. Basically, what defines it as it's what you are the vast majority of the time. So someone who is bipolar depressive, they are the majority of the time very, very sad with spikes of mania here and there. Whereas I tend to be manic all the time with spikes of terrible, oh, I would like to die moments all the time. Unmedicated on therapy, by the way. That's just like, you know, very, very cliffs on that one. But am I type 1? A goodbye. Yeah, I'm the manic one, if that's not apparent. I'm sure that was clear enough. I never remember which type it is. Hypermania type. Hypomania is a symptom that's characterized by bipolar type 2, so I am bipolar type 1. I'm guessing. Because hypomania means not a lot of mania. Hyper is what we want. Hyper.
Turn it off, Willard.
Yeah. You're right. It's type 1. We did it together. Cheers, drink water. Yeah, I have. It's just more mania, and really, if you break it down, what it is defined as is like when I get sad about anything, someone brings very sad news to me, which is part of the reason my mods protect me a little bit here from things like people just like dropping celebrity deaths and shit like that. Because it's not like I'm like, oh my god, I'm so sad for this celebrity I never met. The sad hits and my personal body chemistry can't stop it. So instead of just like being like, oh, that's sad, someone died, and then coming back up to normal, my body's like, someone died, everybody's dying, we're all dying. You killed a spider last week. You guys accidentally hit a gardener snake with the fucking lawnmower 3 weeks ago. You should just step in traffic. That's where my brain decides to take things. Oh, and likewise, unfortunately, it does the same with the excitement. So it's like someone gives you good news. Oh wow, I'm really excited for you. Normal person. Someone gives good news. I am the queen of the universe. Spend $500 at Joann's, make a quilt in 3 hours. That shit. It's just like I can't bring myself back to normal like normal people can regulate that shit. Like you just get excited and come back, and get excited and come back, or get sad and come back. Like it takes me weeks to get back. And that sucks without the therapy and the medication, just an FYI. Could you trigger the mania? Could you do a specific thing to bring it on? Yes. Oh, yeah. It's... I'm just going to describe it this way because it's the first thing that popped to mind. But you know when you're, like, jerking off and you feel that build and you're like, oh, I'm going to have an orgasm. That is what it feels like when you're starting to trigger the hypermania or the mania in itself. Not like an orgasm, but it's a similar, you feel that tip, and there's a make it or break it moment where you either go, that's not the behavior we want to feed into, or let's fucking go. I know exactly where it is, and I know how to toy with it, and that's part of why I go to therapy, so I don't do that, because it's really, really bad for my body. Yes. It's horrible for everyone's body, by the way. Get therapy. Yeah, it's not good. It's the way that my therapist described it to me ages ago was it's like borrowing happiness from tomorrow. My body's not making extra happy chemicals. It's just using all the happy chemicals that were supposed to last me for the next 2 months today.
I'm going to fuck.
So now for the next 2 months, I get to cry all day, every day, because I don't have enough serotonin to fucking exist on this plane of existence. So, like, as much fun as that sounds, in the moment especially, it's like drugs. You're just like, oh, I remember that feeling. I know what it feels like. Oh my god, I want to feel like a superhero. No. You have to remind yourself that, like, as good as you're going to feel 3 times as bad for 3 times as long. That's my body chemistry. That's mania in itself, but there's absolutely triggers, yes. And it's, like, it mostly, I don't, because obviously I don't have, like, assignments or anything anymore, or, like, you know, I'm not living by deadlines most of my life for any reason, so I don't need it for that reason. I find that I tend to fall into it, or I tend to, like, start thinking about what could trigger it when I'm fucking anxious, i.e. traveling alone, traveling in general, going somewhere where I don't have control over my environment, or someone's just stuck in my general vicinity 24/7 and I don't have any privacy. I will start to think to I start to, like, internally panic. And I'm just like, oh my god, you make me uncomfortable. I am so fucking uncomfortable in your presence. What will make this better? And my brain goes, not that, not that, not... We know what makes everything better. Oh, Katie, we know what makes... Stop! No, Katie, but we know what makes everything... Shut the fuck up. Oh, Katie, sweet Katie girl. We got the drug nobody can buy. We know exactly... Shut the fuck up! Like, it's so bad. That's when I want to buy into it really bad. It's like internal meth I can turn on, but I have to consciously remind myself, like, do you want to cry for a month straight? Do you want to wake up crying for no reason? And, like, things that are wonderful in my life suddenly become the worst things that have ever happened to me, and I can't understand how I got myself here. That's the level of depression my brain can go to after that, so I constantly have to do that. But yeah, there's trigger. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, we would.
That was the wrong. Les Poissons Steve does make everything better, though. This is not a trigger. This is a genuine happiness trigger.
Steve, le poisson Steve, il est orange, il a des bras et des jambes. Le poisson Steve.
I love Steve. He's the shit. It's the neurochemical equivalent of binge drinking. Oh my god, yes. Oh yeah, that's what I say. It's like, it feels, the only thing I can equate it to, Glut, is exactly that, when people talk about what it's like to be chemically addicted to something. And it's something that's so socially acceptable, like alcohol. Everybody around you socially drinking can keep it together, but because you're an alcoholic, you can't have a sip. That's like me. Everybody else can go to the shooting range and can go on roller coasters and things like that. For me, I have to double medicate if I'm going to do those activities, because my shit is going to spike and there's a likelihood of me going into a mania. That is then weeks of me thinking I'm a superhero, wiping out my savings on making a quilt or something. Literally, I've done that before. Like, it's weird. And then I have to be depressed for a long time, and it's just not worth it. All of that is stupid. But you watch the rest of the world do it, and you're like, how come everybody else can sip wine and they're fine? My body has no ability to sip the wine. My body's 3 bottles or not, bitch. It's fucking, that's such a good example. That's literally what it feels like. And it has something to do with, coming back to kidneys again, it does have something to do with like your adrenal glands and your hormonal glands and how they release certain stress hormones in response to something. And for some reason, my body releases a shit ton and does not appropriately metabolize it. And that's a huge factor of bipolar. In general, so I was talking to my doctor and she was asking about work, and she was like, oh, so, okay, you work these super intense projects for like 6 months where you're required to do 16 hours a day, and then you're sad 3 months afterwards. Interesting. I juiced. I would never, but like, if your doctor's, if this seems like a cycle, so David, if this terminology rings true in your head in any way, shape, or form, let me know. But the terminology that my therapist threw at me that really hit me pretty hard was, you are living a binge purge lifestyle. Because you are chemically wired to thrive in that environment, that doesn't mean it's good for you. Binge purge. So binge purge is oftentimes used to describe eating disorders. I was binge purging life. So I would do something similar in that I would work my work schedule. Because, I worked at the hospital, so I only worked 3 days a week, technically. So what I would do is I would move my schedule so all those days were up against each other. So I was working 6 to 7, 12, 13-hour, realistically, 13-hour shifts back to back. All those shifts at once, so then I could have 10 days off. Because in my mind, I was like, I don't care. I'd rather just work all this away, get my fucking work done, and then just have 10 days. I don't have to think about work. I don't have to talk to anybody. I don't have to look at anybody. I can just, like, mentally check out. I can be a streamer for 10 days and pretend that's my life, And I was doing that very regularly for so long, but it was literally affecting my mania. Like, this is when I got diagnosed, was when I was doing this at the hospital. Just because you can doesn't mean it's good for you. I'm very capable of working a life like that. Like, I can do that easily. It comes very naturally to me, but we won't live as long. It's very hard on our hearts. It's not good for anybody. It's not a superpower. Seek therapy. If any of you are feeling like a lot of this is ringing true to you, it's not good for any of us. Work-life balance is real. It's different for everybody, but work-life balance, man, it's much better to have nice short shifts and look. Wait. Bitch. It's the period pack of magic.
That's regular, that's liquid gels. It's the same thing.
Hold on. Come here. Give me that dick. Give me that dick. Give me that dick. Oh, yeah. Sorry, I had to suck a dick really quick. Thank you. Am I on right? I love you. We're better today now. That was very sweet. You're a very sweet man. I'm just over here being a bitch, talking about being a bitch. because I'm medicated. I love you. How does one find a Zeke? Oh, man. So, join a D&D group and slowly manipulate this older man into not liking you at all because of who you present yourself as on the surface, i.e. a manic, really annoying piece of shit, pixie girl bullshit person, and then slowly let them get to know you better and the inner, deeper you, and then they just can't quit you. I don't know. He didn't like me first. I don't know. Oh my god, do you think he has a crush on me? I'm gonna go swallow this whole bottle. No, but I am gonna take some of these because Jesus fucking Christ. Yes, it's time to grind up. We'll be seeing space today. We'll be shooting things today. I'm pretty sure we're Borderlandsing today, so... I know, and the Monster White, like... He knows I've been trying to cut back, because I really... If you've noticed, I've had less monsters sitting around. I had gotten myself up to 3 monsters a day. And I think it was Genova who taught me that that's drugs. I think I was describing what a drug does to me, and Genova's like, wow, I had that same feeling when I drank 3 monsters once. And I was like, oh. Me too. Am I drinking too much Monster? It's 100% self-medication. Yes. It's so bad. Yes. It's like too much. Not, I mean, because this is a safe place and I'm not, you guys know this, I'm very open about my gremlining. Today it's pretty bad, but I had a rough morning. It's fine. I think every once in a while you can start your day with an overload of caffeine. If you're feeling crampy and delicious, you know what I'm saying? But on a normal basis, in no way, shape, or form, what I was doing was healthy. I was drinking 3 to 4 of these a day of just black coffee with a splash of oat milk in it, and then piling on the 3 monsters. I go to sleep. I go to sleep and I sleep through my alarm sometimes, you know, like. Right? So sometimes it takes someone being like, yeah, 3 monsters is a lot for you to be like, is it? And then you look at how much caffeine it is and you're like, I have to slow down. It's not even the caffeine, really. For me, it got hot. It gets hot in the summertime. And I've done this. I used to do it when I was a kid. I know I did. You know, normally I'd have like 1 monster a day. Once it starts getting warm out, you know, I don't want to drink coffee all morning. So by 10 a.m., I'm like, oh, a hot coffee really doesn't feel fun anymore. I'll just have a monster. But then by 1 p.m., my first and only monster of the day is done. So then I crack another monster. And then, you know, suddenly you are literally about to explode your fucking heart on caffeine. And I'm not kidding you. When I start, like, I started cutting down on the monsters it was like the week before I left to go visit my family. When I was visiting my family, I had a fucking SVT. Ironically, after quitting a lot of the caffeine, but like those are oftentimes instigated by the sheer amount of caffeine that I take in. Don't fuck around with your heart muscle, my dudes. I will die one day due to a very strange ventricular failure. It's inevitable, but like not now, not today. Take your joy. Dude, crispy. It's something about working in a kitchen, because even working in a hospital, I'll say working in a kitchen is the most labor intense, not because like there's construction and stuff, but like you are never not sweating in a kitchen. You are always moving, you're always sweating. I've never consumed more water, more cigarettes, and more Diet Coke in my life than when I worked in a fucking kitchen, because it's just anything to get you to the next fucking order. It's just stimulants. That's it. I feel like we just like, I just had a cup like this and I would just fill it with Diet Coke off of the fucking fountain machine all day. And then go home and drink cans of Diet Coke. It was sick. A lot of fucking self-medicating though. Sorry if that was such a huge answer, David. I've been living with the bipolar stuff for quite some time and I am very open about it. I feel like it's important because there's a lot of people in the world who maybe haven't had a real representation of a form of bipolar to identify with, to be like, hey, maybe I can bring this up and maybe this is something I'm going through. Like I didn't, when they started throwing the word bipolar around, I laughed. manically. No pun intended. Because I was like, what are you fucking talking about? I'm not depressed. I'm the most high-strung, fucking wired, bubbly, cutesy, super happy, all the time, highly masked person you'll ever meet. I'm approachable. Good morning, Knives. So, like, none of that registered with me. And to me, you know, media represents, oh my God, they're so bipolar as someone who's hot and cold and hot and cold and hot and cold within an hour. That could be someone with bipolar. Is that 99.9% of us? No, not at all. Most of us suffer weeks of these ups and downs. Some people with hypermania literally go buy castles and shit. Their mania takes them to very scary places. Scary meaning they think they're suddenly a king, like a real king, and they need to retrieve their castle, and so they do. They like sell their home with their family in it and go buy a castle and abandon their whole life. And then when the mania wears off, they're like, oh my God, what have I done? Like, that is real. That really happens to people. I've watched documentaries about it. It is fucking crazy. But I hope if anybody, like, Katie masking, I know, right? Weird. As someone who has borderline caffeine poisoning, I'm very careful with my caffeine intake. Oh my God, what happens when you have caffeine poisoning? I've never heard of that before. I buy vitamin water. I have one a day, one every couple of days. Through the rest of the day, I just drink water or juice. That's what I do. That's what I try to do now. Just water. Today was different. Today just started bad. What kind of weed did I get? Should we look? And grind up some and go to space together. Good morning, Bolt. How are you? Rampant cocaine. Oh, 100%. Yeah. Monster was the reason I kicked caffeine 12 years ago. Really? Did Monster do something to you? Oh my God, do you guys have Monster horror stories? Tell me about it. Did you know the company Monster does not support the trans community? I don't think they do. There's something crazy. I follow a trans creator on YouTube, and she literally drinks Monsters all the time, and they said we don't support your lifestyle when she hit them up about a sponsorship, and I just don't know what that means. Like, what do you mean? She's a biochemist. She's a biochemist. She's a makeup artist. She's in a loving relationship with a really nice dude. She has a dachshund, a long-haired dachshund. What part of her lifestyle do you not support? She's had some plastic surgery. You know what I mean? Like, that's what I get out of it. Like, what the fuck does that mean? Yeah. Other than this person, by the way, that I'm talking about, her name is Luxaria. She's amazing. You should follow her on YouTube. I've been following her for years. She's so fucking smart. She's one of my favorite people. She's like goth and sassy as fuck, but like literally a biochemist. She's so goddamn smart, and she watches the fucking like plastic surgery shows and shit, but she's had a lot of plastic surgery, so she can speak on it. She's really smart. Anyways, literally they were like, we don't support your lifestyle, and I'm just like, I don't know what about her lifestyle you wouldn't support. She's not doing drugs or anything, so is it the fact that she's a trans woman? I want to know. That's all I want to know, Monster. I need to know if I need to find a new energy drink. You bastards. Let me know. They also don't like pot smoking, but I can't do anything about that. Friend of mine passed out. Oh, she's okay. Good. From only drinking Red Bull drinks and not... Oh, yeah. She probably dehydrated herself beyond reason. Yeah. Yeah. Caffeine's a diuretic. Caffeine makes you pee yourself stupid, unfortunately. So... Dude, I literally, like, Monster, Doritos, Funyuns, Mountain Dew, Taco Bell, marijuana. What do all these things have in common? I consume them in great quantities. What are you doing, Monster? Do you know who drinks you? It's literally gamer stoner food. You can't hate the trans community. Like, I really hope that's not what you're saying, because that's like all of us. You can't. What are you doing? What are you doing, Monster? I need to know. I need to know more details. It didn't do anything. Oh, self-medication. Yep. It didn't do anything. I just realized it was too expensive to not do anything. Granted, at the time, I was going through like 10 liters of soda a week. Now I just drink water and have maybe one 20-ounce soda a week. Doesn't help. I have ADHD, so caffeine doesn't affect me much at all. Anyways, same. I was asking because same. I'm one of those people that I can drink caffeinated. This is a lot of the time how I fall into these caffeine binges, I guess you would say, where I'm just consuming a lot, because I can go to sleep with a coffee in my hand. I too am excessively ADHD and high wired, and caffeine, like consuming mass amounts of caffeine since I was very, very young has been very normal for me because it slows me down. I feel that. And that's, again, Monster is super expensive. Like, how much is a Monster can if you just buy one? And then multiply that times 3 a day. And I'm not drinking it for the caffeine. I'm drinking it just because I like the taste of the fizzy thing. Another big reason why I cut back. It's a lot of money. That's crazy. That's a lot of money on just beverages. They're around $5. They're oftentimes like 3 for $6 or something. I don't know. It didn't come from the pot shop, so it wouldn't be on my receipt. I have no idea. These are they're 473 milliliters. What a weird number. Not 480, not 470, 473. Only $2.49 though. And this is, and again, I know I'm a big fucking nerd. This is where my therapist goes, "Okay, Katie, could this be a little bit of the tism we talk about sometimes?" And I go, "No." What? I can't help but think about calorie per dollar. This is 10 calories. This literally nothing. This is nothing. Nothing. It's a $2.50 nothing. I can get a bean and cheese and rice burrito from Taco Bell for a little bit less than that. And that's like 400 calories. It's actually like nutrition that's going to give me food energy to go forth. Like, that's when this is where sin tax needs to be, in my opinion. No one needs this. We love it. I love it. I don't want you to take it away. But I don't mind paying an extra $1 if it pays for school roads and stuff, because this is nothing. This is pleasure. It's just, it's, you know, it's crap. It's our crap. We're fine with it. Obviously, I love it. But I'm, you know, I'm not disillusioned. I'm not going to, none of us should sit around with our unhealthy things and try to make them sound okay. You just got to own up to it. You know what I'm saying? We just got to, none of this this isn't healthy. But sometimes it tastes nice, and the taste nice makes the bad feels go away. And I think that's more important. Right? That's the interesting part. It says it's exactly 16 fluid ounces, or 473 milliliters. Technically, it is not exactly 16 fluid ounces. It's just an interesting number. I've never noticed. It's weird. Look, pot. I think I went kind of basic. I ordered it in a mental sleep this morning. Mental haze, whatever. It's little pleasures. Little pleasures are important. Yes. I think sometimes little pleasures, like, can just turn around a day. Like, sometimes everything can be going wrong. Just go get yourself something tasty. Like a Danish. Or a pizza. Or something. I don't know. Some weed. 16 fluid ounces is 473.176, bitch! Where's my 0.176 is all I'm saying. I'm suing. And isn't it weird? Do you guys have a pastry just called an American? Is it shit? We definitely just have a Danish. I don't know why. I don't even know what it is. I don't eat them often enough, but we definitely just have a Danish. You should. What would be an American? Don't be mean. Something realistic. Not, you know, don't be like, it's toxic sludge and hate. There's good ones. What would be an American donut? I genuinely don't know. Oh, a Texas toast. I just scratched. Ouch, that cut on my arm. Ow. Or it'd probably be like apple, like an apple fritter. Apple, like apple pie. Apple fritter, Evelyn, tell me I'm wrong. Apple fritter literally is, it's the epitome of too much. It's oftentimes this big. It's deep fried. It's butter. It's frosted. It's all the like cinnamon. It's my favorite donut. But I don't know, is a fritter German? Yeah, because Germans do the apple thing with streusel and stuff, right? As American as warm apple pie, my dudes. Dude, right? I mean, Viata, a hot, fresh fucking apple fritter. It's like monkey bread, if you've ever had monkey bread, where you can just pull chunks off of it, and they just come off in purposeful chunks of just like the perfect bite of the apple and the soft, but the crunchy and the warm and the oh my god, I fucking love apple fritters. But I feel like American, am I bleeding now? God damn it. I just did it scratch and just got the scab right off of me. Don't look. Do I have a Band-Aid? Mom! Now I'm bleeding out of 2 holes! Fuck! I think I have Band-Aids. Ouch. Now I just want to scratch it really bad. I know, I shouldn't be bleeding out of this many holes at one time. This is just excessive. My body's gonna go down. Oh my god, I have a jellyfish. I'm gonna do a jellyfish tattoo. I think these are waterproof too. I know, nurse! Wait, it's my dog got me. That's all it is. It's not major. But I just took the fucking shit off. Katie, you can't speed up the process, but god damn it. How did you know? Fiata, because you love me. I would do the same. I want to itch it now. Really bad. That's why I have to put a Band-Aid on it. It's not that bad. Didn't McDonald's used to have the hot... I think McDonald's still does. I haven't been to a McDonald's in ages, but I'm pretty positive they still have the hot apple thing, don't they? Apple fritter, but a donut filled with fizzy apple. What's fizzy apple? I don't like I don't like filled donuts. Like jelly filled, cream filled. I don't like the just all the goo on the inside. I like the fritter because it's like mixed in. But goo filled has never really got me. I'm in support of it. You do you, boo-boo, but not really mine. Maple bar, dude. That's so... I don't know. I think I'd die if someone was like, pick the apple fritter or the maple bar or you die. I'd be like, okay. I don't know. Those are definitely probably my 2 favorite flavors in the whole fucking... I love pie. I'll take pie over cake literally any day. Look, now it's waterproof. With a jelly. No, I don't have enough muscle to make it wiggle. Wouldn't that be cool, though? Dude, right? Yeah, I've never been a big frosting fan. Very few frostings. Like, I love a cream cheese frosting. We were just talking about this, I think, yesterday. Knives said something about carrot cake. I love carrot cake. There's certain cakes that are pretty dank, but just your run-of-the-mill cake with frosting, I have zero interest. I don't like any of the flavors involved. I just don't want anything to do with it. Sometimes I wish the Danish McDonald's had the same assortment that the U.S. does, and I remember how disgusting... Dude, that's what I was going to say. Like, if you have the same assortment, you'd have the quality of American McDonald's, and you want nothing to do with that. Like, we go there out of desperation, and alcohol is definitely always involved. This weed feels so soft, it feels wet. I might have to dry this weed. Okay, what weed did I get? I got a ½ ounce of golden crumble. I've never had that before. It's an indica. It's allegedly 30.28% THC. What do you smell like? Carrot cake's the shit, right? Yeah, carrot cake's definitely one of the best. As the closest thing I have to a doctor, how much ibuprofen am I allowed? Can I fix a muscle or nerve pinch by hitting my back with a stick? Yes and yes. Real talk, man. Have you ever, if you've ever been in the hospital, have you ever paid attention to the doses we throw at you in the hospital versus what the bottle says in real life? What bottles say, and this is me as a human, not as a medical professional, the bottle instructions are to save this company from getting sued in case you're that 1% of person who dies from any amount of this drug. We pump you full of so many hundreds of milligrams of ibuprofen and shit in the hospital. It's not oftentimes when it comes to these drugs, not oftentimes, not all the time, not oftentimes, about the milligram dosage. It's oftentimes about the chronicity of the taking it, the chronicness with which you have to take the medication. So we often tell people, like, don't wean yourself off of something if you're just taking it more often that day. It's literally harder on your body. Keep yourself on that high dose. If that works and you only have to take it once a day, that's your best bet. It's pretty wild. Like the milligrams of ibuprofen and shit I've seen thrown onto a human being in the hospital is insane. Woo! That's a stank. Oh. But I like it. Okay, I like you. All right. Whipped. I don't know what whipped I don't know if I don't like frosting. Like, I don't want to say I like it because someone will be like, oh, we'll get it. We'll try it. I don't want to try it. I think I'm at that age where I'm just like, I know what I like, bitch. And it's not frosting. Good stank. There's some weed. This is me personally, but if I say bad stank, it's because it smells like hay. You ever get weed that smells like hay? Or like alfalfa? Like a barn? I feel like if it smells like hay or a barn, it's very stemmy. And it's bad. Like, that's the smell to me. I don't know what that is, but that's the bad stank. Yeah, it always stinks. Weed stinks. What is this one? The name of that one was Golden Crumble. I've never tried that before. This one is Citrus Chiller. I think I've had this one. It's a sativa. And it's allegedly, I don't know how the fuck they even come up with these. Allegedly 31.93% THC. Let's sniff it. VR, same. Frosting where they do like that ridiculously thin layer all over the outside where you can basically see the cake through the frosting, but then a layer of frosting in the middle, absolutely, because it maintains the moisture of the frosting. It maintains the integrity of it, so it doesn't do that gross, crunchy crystallization thing. That's when I fucking don't like frosting. If any part of the frosting has like crystallized and gets a crunchy fuck to it, you can have it. That is not it. No, but when it's in the cake, that's the way that frosting was supposed to be tasted. Moist, yummy, not crunchy. The sniff check, I know. Wow, they're different. They're so different. What the fuck is that smell? It's so fresh. This is the weed I was saying, like, it's so soft in the bag. This needs to be dried more. Bless them. It also wasn't picked great, but you know what? We're fine. There's some leaves. It's whatever. I'm not that bitch. There's some stems. It's whatever. I'm not that bitch, but it's soft, and that means it will burn bad. And like in my experience, potheads tell me if you experience the same thing, but basically like the more fresh and squishy the weed is, the more likely our resin neck gets plugged, right? That's the only thing I can come up with. Like, the correlation, it's the stupid little neck. That most narrow part in the middle, I think that's because of super moist weed. It's so moisty. It smells very like a stink bug plus an orange skin. Because it's got like a bitter. That's like $50 a weed in my hand. I should put that back. Look at it. It's so pretty, though. Can you guys see the little orange tendrils? If I back it like a makeup streamer. It's very pretty weed. I'll leave it open. It'll dry out a little bit. Yes, Stajan, we can absolutely grow our own. They have some weird stipulations about it, and I can guess to the rules. But basically, it's like you can have 4 plants per adult in your house. Up to 16 plants or something like that, and you have to grow in like some sort of grow facility. I say that very loosely, like a greenhouse or something. I think it's because they don't want weed cross-pollinating, or they don't want the youth popping into your yard and nipping off a bud and running off with their illegal contraband or something. I don't know. That's it, but yeah, you absolutely can. And I actually still, like, all of my butter, if you were here on, was it 420 that I made my butter? I made that with my homegrown. Oh, come here. I can't reach it. I grew this in my yard. And I make butter and stuff out of it. Oh, and by in my yard, I mean in a locked room in my house. Because that's what's legal to do. Yes. Yes, definitely locked away safely. Just a piece of advice, don't grow weed in your yard. That smell is so much more potent than you and I realize. Oh, shit. I could smell my yard a block away from my house walking my dogs. So when you're driving down the highway or whatever and you get that, oh, weed smell, I guarantee you're passing someone with a grow house or something. Holy shit. When those plants are ready to go, that smell is amazing. But that was one plant. And realistically, real talk, like I did not purposefully grow anything outside. I threw this plant away because I thought it was dead. And this plant said, oh, really? I happen to love Colorado's piece of shit weather. And I got like 2 pounds of weed out of it. It was crazy. But don't do that. But wow, the smell. Holy fuck shit, was that strong. Lovely but strong. I'm going to learn if there are updates here. Last I checked, growing was still illegal. My fingers are crossed for you. It's so much fun growing your own and also so easy. That's the killer. If you have sunshine and some dirt, you can grow weed. Now, we, like, like growers and shit get all up in the science of it. They are on that shit like flies on stank. They're perfecting it with hydroponics and stuff like that. Like, obviously, they're looking to get, like, the most yield out of one plant possible so they can make money. I'm just excited to get something that I can smoke and got me high. You know, like, I'm doing that right now. I'm just growing a garden, like plants with food. Like, I have a bunch of snap peas in my yard, and I ate a bunch of them and didn't die. That is success to me. I made food and pot. That's crazy. You can just do that. Like, we're such a weird consumerism culture that we forget we can just, like, do that. Wild. Freaking wild. Just harvested. Oh my god. Does it smell so good right now? Dude, the harvest wasn't as bad. That's what was, I mean, it's not bad. I say bad, potent. Because I remember I would wake up in the morning, open my back door just to go in the yard with my dogs, and it was like thick weed smell in my yard. Like, marijuana knows how to get a pollinator. You know what I'm saying? Cannabis knows how to get a bumblebee. That shit is wild. I had no idea. And it's because, we're inundated in it. I'm always smoking pot. I love pot. I've grown it a couple times now. I've been growing it for years, let's put it that way, legal and otherwise. And it's fun, but it's almost foolproof to do, as long as you have sunshine, some dirt, and some water. I really hope you guys can grow them. What's crazy is most states where you can't grow, and this is not me encouraging you to go do illegal things, but most states where you can't legally grow, it's really weird, the stipulations around it. Like, it's legal for you to have pot seeds. It's legal for you to have pot plants. The moment that the weed is harvestable, i.e. you take that bud and go and pluck it off the plant, now it's a felony. Okay. That's how dumb it is, because weed isn't dangerous unless a crate of it falls on your head and breaks your neck. That they have to write these stupid, minute, fucking little laws to make themselves feel good about themselves, and all of us potheads, who are apparently the idiots doing all the crime, are looking at you like, is that what you're going to do? Okay. Because when I was child, it was, don't smoke the pot, you'll be so lazy, you'll have no motivation, you lay on couch, you do nothing, you will be nothing, you will be waste of air, waste of government funds. Now, as adult, all the weed, do all the criming, you smoke weed, you get gun, you crime, crazy, look at all the motivation all these potheads have. What the fuck do you want? Bitch, we are just introverts looking to have a decent time until we check out. For fuck's sake, leave us alone. Let us introvert, please, please, please. The last strain I got. I don't think I've had this either. Jelly mints? Vissy, I feel like, has had jelly mints. Did someone have a jelly strain recently and talk about it? I want to say it was Vissy, but I don't remember. Jelly mints. Tis. Really small writing. What are you? Oh, 27.44% THC, allegedly. By Melody Genetics. Music in plant form. Let's smoke you. You're like the lowest percentage, then we don't get too fucked up. Well, I mean, they're negligible. This one's probably going to send me to space, knowing my luck. The fucking percentages don't mean anything. Were you the one? I fucking knew it. That's so weird. I'm baffled by my own memory sometimes, because most of the time, the short term is just stupid, and I'm like, I know someone said jelly mints, but every once in a while, she works. That brain cell, she reaches out and she works. Vape cheers. Have you played Schedule 1? The cops don't bust you for seeds in the game even. Good. If I was a police officer and I was told that I had to go bust people for marijuana possession, I wouldn't be able to be like, really? Like, you know, people are out there, like, killing each other and murdering and stuff and selling. Oh my fucking God. Look at the size of this bud. Selling meth and heroin and, like, doing things in this world. Like, taking fun party drugs and lacing it with fentanyl. And you want me to go chase down some teenagers who have a bud in their pocket? I think I'll get a job at Starbucks, because sludging that fucking black tar sounds much better than this black tar. I don't know. Look at this shit. I think it was Mishy asked the other day, do you guys save your biggest bud for last? Dude, this same. That's how I feel. Like, I feel like Schedule 1 was made for people that don't smoke. I'm far too lazy for that. Does anybody else save the big bud for last? Because same. Look at that. Look at that. Isn't she lovely? Isn't she wonderful? I'm like a makeup streamer with drugs. Okay, I'm sorry. I think I blacked out. Yeah, the biggest, the prettiest goes last. Yep, biggest and prettiest goes last. I don't want to break it up. It feels like a crime. But literally, that's all that's left in here now. They gave me this and a couple nugs. Dude, cocky, 1 year. I think the first year I moved here, because it was, you know, finally I was living somewhere recreationally legal, so I could go get all the fun stuff. I got a big bud like this, and then I used the syringe. Like, if you've seen... Do I have one on my desk? Yes! Oh my God, I do. Okay, so sometimes... your dabs come, like, in a syringe and straight up look like drugs. It's actually quite humorous. Hold on, there's a fuzzy on the tip of it. Where's my lighter? Just kidding. Not funny. This is pot. It says THC on it. But this is, if you hear people talk about dabs, this is a form of dabs. Where was I going with this? Oh, I got one of these and then I used it to literally make little Christmas ornaments, like, on the big bud. No shit. I was like made and took a picture of it just for the gram or something like that and then smoked it. But that's what I used. We love wizard goo. We do. I have wizard goo in all forms. I have wizard, I guess I have the wizard goo. I have wizard dust. Dust? Wizard sugar. We can make a fun bowl. I haven't smoked bud in a bit. We're grinding up this jelly mints guy, because that's the one that I think this definitely has tried, and I know it's going to be good. So we'll try that by Melody Genetics first. But yeah, they really do come in a lot of drug forms these days, and I get it. You see this on my desk? I'd think drugs too. Like, why else does Katie have a syringe on her desk full of goopy shit? It's drugs. And then, of course, we have Kiefer Smokerland. Please check your Keef cache, everybody. You don't want to be like me. I mean, maybe you do. Maybe you want all that Keef. You don't want it to build up to a dumb point. A good my God. None of that. Wizard butter? Stop it. Can I get some of that there Gandalf butter? Smear it on me. No, I have to stop. Jesus Christ. Hi, Media Brat. How are you, love? I have butter. I have weed butter too, but I made that. That's my recipe. We made weed butter on 420 with my homegrown shit. And I have edibles. I'm actually pretty stacked in the weed department now. Now that I have some bud, it's just the bud that I run out of. That's it. I feel like I got a shot, and this is like the exact spot you would get a shot. And every time I feel the Band-Aid pull, my arm's like, shouldn't your arm be sore? Did you get a vaccination? What is this? Where's my ashtray? Student to the ground by the Tolkien estate. Fuck him. Didn't he believe in people breeding or something? Dude, you know, it's shocking how many people are still playing that game, to be honest. I see it pop up on my Steam all the time. I'm like, really? Okay. One of the sanctuary rats I'm fostering had the 3 mammary masses removed Thursday. She has external sutures and it was a pretty large incision near your urethra. I just woke up and looked over and she would start staring out of her cage at me without her cone on. Mother, I crave the blood of my enemies. Oh, that'd be pretty great. Eugenics. People breeding. There's a lot of very famous people in the past who were actually, Helen Keller, eugenicist. Eugenicist. What the fuck is the word to say you're into eugenics? She believed in only the purest of the race and the purest of the human form should be allowed to procreate together. Oh, yeah. Helen Keller was kind of a fucking bitch. There's a lot of people. I mean, just because people are famous and old doesn't mean they were, like, good. It's crazy. I know you don't need to know that, but it is kind of wild. I know, right? I know. I want to say the guy who wrote Ender's Game, samesies. It's weird. Like, it's real. Like, I don't know why these people chose to, like, make that known. I much rather would have, I guess, just been in ignorance and not known. Like, you write good books, stay in your fucking lane. I didn't need to know you were into people breeding, because now I don't want to read your books. Oh, Mormon, that's the one, yeah. Ender's Game was one of my favorite books I've ever read. These are all very, like, these are tragedies to me when I find out about these fucking authors. Then I'm like, what? Why couldn't you just write books and not? Or like, is it the Eldritch guy who had a cat named the N-word? What's his name? I'm looking for oh, there it is. My little Scoopy. Lovecraft, thank you. Yeah! He had a cat named you know what we're not gonna say it. Don't even think none of us would. But like, he chose, like, you know when we're all like, I'm getting a puppy. What's a fun dog? What's a name I can yell? Trick, Buster, Buddy, Spot. Lovecraft chose that one. So. I know. Fucking shitty people. They're everywhere. It sucks. But I assume you're like me and that you'd rather know, so you're not like, you know. For me, I've found that the place in which I find that I'm comfortable separating the art from the artist is when the artist is so fucking dead, their family doesn't get money from the publications anymore. You know what I'm saying? That's mine. To each their own, but that's mine. My best friend in high school had a cat named Slut. That's fun. My cat growing up, Satan. I also had a cat named Gypsy, which we all know is now not a word we use. The Romani people have asked us very, very kindly to please stop referring to them as this slur name, but I definitely had a cat named that as a kid. We grow. We learn. We grow. We learn. My God. But Satan, that was a fun one to yell into the woods at nighttime. And that cat was part bobcat, so it was huge. It was fucking hilarious. Yep, when we know better, we do better. And I think, and the only reason I bring it up, I know a lot of you know these stories, like we bring it up. I think it's important to reiterate these things. You can't forget where you've been. You can't go anywhere if you deny what's happened. And I think it's important. It's an important example of like just being an ignorant chode and choosing to be like, oh my God, thank you for informing me that there's an entire population of marginalized human beings who are getting called a racial slur that in my world is just like, tee hee ha ha, what a fun word we'll name our dog. This is how we learn and grow. We do better. Cheers. Fiona, I mean, my mom still says it and we're working on it. She doesn't say it on purpose. It's just she has very recently learned that that word is not appropriate. But to this day, literally, I was home recently and my mom used to describe us as, sorry, that was a hot hit. Her, and I'm going to use this word, you know what I'm saying here, we're just not going to use it, her nomadic girls. Me, my mom, and my sisters were very alone after my dad died, and we traveled a lot, and we lived in a lot of places alone, and she called us her nomadic girls. We were the nomads. And we traveled from town to town trying to find our home as little nomads. And literally, this past week I visited my parents. My mom was like, the way I describe my girls, you know, Katie's just my wild child, my spitfire, my nomad, my world traveler. And I was like, ooh, that's the one we can't use anymore. My mom was like, oh shit, not that one. And she said something else. Like she's working on it. Like, you know, she's cognizant. But that is so prevalent. That's literally my whole life. I've been described as that. And I'm very open to like any other word. I am nomadic. I am a traveler. I do feel restless. I've never lived anywhere longer than like 5 years in my life. I move a lot. Those aren't the words. Yep. Sometimes bad people make good shit. It does not make you a bad person if you enjoyed something that a bad person made. So yes. And David, I struggle with that a lot. To this moment, I still have moments where I think to myself and I'm like, does it say something about me that I so fucking much loved Harry Potter? I think about it. I think in the stories, I haven't reread them in years because I'm a fucking adult and I don't find pleasure in them anymore because they're for children. But like, I think back on them and I'm like, where was the hidden shit in them? Am I brainwashed? I seriously have fears of this now. Like, am I going to wake up one day and fucking, my friends are going to be like, Katie, you're a fucking transphobe. And I'm going to be like, what? Like, I have this active fear. Like, why did I love Harry Potter so much? How could someone like that make it to this exact moment? And I have to reiterate that to myself constantly. Like, just because I loved content made by an inhuman person doesn't make me inhuman, doesn't make me bad, doesn't necessarily mean there was hidden messaging. There might have been, but I'm almost positive I didn't get it. Hopefully, maybe I'm just too stupid or something. I don't know. Right? Dude, might. Completely honestly, I still struggle for about half of the second with HP. Yes! I'm so sorry you do too, but this is why we need to talk about this shit. Because you and I, would you ever say that to me? Would you ever say that I was anything like that fucking cunt? Because I would never say that about you. I would never even think, I mean, I don't think of the woman, to be fair, ever. But I would absolutely never. That is an insult beyond insults to throw at somebody. I would never. And even to this day, if someone's like, man, I used to really love Harry Potter, I don't immediately go, oh, do you love the author then? I immediately go like, wow, super sucks about that, huh? And literally 100% of the time, the answer has been, yeah, it really does. Like, but I still, absolutely, I wonder, like, what does that say about me that I loved it? And Ender's Game, I think, was it the author of the Xanth series too? There's been a few authors, fantasy authors, that very unfortunately have been historically discovered to be just pieces of shit that I'm like, what the fuck does that say about me that that's some shit I loved? I loved Fight Club until literally less than a year ago when Glut and I, in a casual conversation, Glut pointed out that, you know, if that was made today, that Andrew Tate would be Tyler Durden, right? What does that say about me? I think I just liked to look at half-dressed men beat the living face off of that guy. I've talked about it with my therapist. There wasn't much deeper than that, and I really like Marla Singer. But, whoa. Damn. Right, Sajin? That's how I felt. I was like, as much as I want to argue this right now because I love this movie so much, fuck. Piers Anthony, same. That's probably one of the first, like, adult authors I really fell into. Adult authors just meaning, like, bigger, more adult books, not written for children. Or, like, young adult kind of novels. That was the first for me, and I still hold them very dear in my life, and what a shitty person. What does that say about me? But this my therapist has said this to me. The difference between you and that person is you thought about it. I'm like, oh shit. If you're worried about being a racist, bigot, transphobe, cunt, chances are you're not one. Chances. It's still likely. We're all pieces of shit. We're all trying to do our best out here, but like, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, fucking cheers. Agreed. Tyler and Marla don't exist. If I had a tumor, I'd name it Marla Singer. Honestly, I was not into him in that movie, David. That like 0% body fat and unhealthy like thing he had going on, not really my thing. That I seriously, I have soul searched why I loved Fight Club so much in my youth. Literally rewatched it. I couldn't recite that movie to you. It's pretty gnarly. That and Mean Girls. What does that say about me? I don't know. Lots of things. I being like raised in a very, very hyper masculine family by men. And women were just like second class citizens, like not really seen as human, whatever. I just strove to be this like most insane tomboy possible and kind of thrived in like hyper masculine environments. And the hyper masculinity of that fucking movie is nauseating. I think that that was what I was into. And I watched a lot of fighting in like WWF and shit like that because I was just like, this is how I man. This is how I get accepted and loved is by man. Less woman, more man. Because I never watched it for any of the shit that people are like, oh yeah, Tyler Durden and his abs. I'm like, did he? I remember Marla Singer's nipples, which weren't her nipples, actually. I learned later in an interview. That was a stunt double. Modern day Pitt is a lot worse than younger Brad Pitt. I think yeah. I didn't want to say anything because, like, I don't follow gossip. But man, the moment, like, his children turn 18, they all go change their name immediately and, like, cut ties with their dad. Like, on the day. Like, the way that the vast majority of Brad Pitt's children have celebrated their 18th birthday is by going to the courts and changing their name to Jolie. Like, cutting the Pitt off of it and cutting contact with him 100%. I don't think he was very good dad. I don't think he was a very nice person. I don't know. But I don't know. That, like, it sounds bad. Like, all of that sounds like, come on, wow. My dad straight up died, and I still have his name. That's what it feels like, Terilyn, yeah. Yes, it feels like that very heavily as just, like, a really, yeah. Slide. Wait. I have, pornographic films, magazines, anal nitrate. Thank you, Chloe. Everybody say thank you, Chloe. Thank you, Chloe. Chloe's my favorite. Chloe is my spirit cave animal. Oh, that's such. I mean, man, it's got some good one-liners. Honestly, some of the best ones were cut out of the movie, anyways. Because yeah, I've watched all the extra features. Piers Anthony wrote a horror novel called Firefly. It has a graphic child molestation scene where the girl seduces someone. Ew. That being said, if you want to go by those standards, Stephen motherfucking King. And yet, every time I bring this up, people were like, "Yeah, he was on a lot of drugs." Okay. Still wrote a book featuring a child orgy. It's It, by the way. It. Yeah, I know. The one that I hate, because clowns. But also... And he's still fucking, like, celebrated. I don't know. Same, Cocky. Like, when I read that, like, I heard about it, and I was like... Read that part of the book, because no, I'm not reading the whole book. Fuck that. I don't want to read a book about clowns. That's there. And everyone's just like, yeah, he was on a lot of cocaine. Okay. I know people that do cocaine. They don't suddenly become that. We all understand the movie isn't positive on things that men do in that film, right? We're not supposed to think they're cool dudes. We're like... Yes and no, simply because at that time, being the uncool, kind of underdog, broken dude was cool. Remember? It was like, it wasn't cool to be the person that was successful and had a good job. Like, that was American Psycho. You wanted to date the person who brushed their teeth with the rusty faucet and, you know, was like a true American who just lived in a broken house because that was better. It was kind of like, you know, like, it wasn't cool to have perfectly bleached blonde hair. It was cool to have hair grown out for months because you just didn't do it. Because you were probably depressed or on drugs. It's my hair right now. You don't get this in a salon. You get it and then forget it, and now you're fashion. You know what I'm saying? It was a time. I don't know, though. I don't know. I was very young. Excuse me, it's spiritual cave person. Excuse me, my bad. King admitted to being maxed out on the coke when he directed Maximum Overdrive. Maxed out on coke. That's a statement. I still remember reading Ethan Frome. That's a fucking depressing book. I don't think I read that one. I feel like, was everybody's, how do I say this? Did everybody have an English teacher, like, in high school or whatever, who had a proclivity towards a certain type of writing or reading or whatever, and like that was your high school education? Because my high school English teacher was obsessed with Shakespeare. That's what she did her degree with in college, and so that was all we did. We just read Shakespeare for 4 years straight. All of it. I know a lot of, I'm not mad, but I didn't have to read half the shit a lot of you guys had to read in high school. Like, To Kill a Mockingbird. Haven't read that. Uncle Tom's Cabin. Haven't read that. I mean, now, I should say, I've read them by now. I didn't read them. One of my favorites, my God, these are formative, fucking horrible books. Horrible content, wonderful books. How do you say it? The Bread Giver? Was that the one? Tell me if that book, literally, I was dating a dude and I found it on his bookshelf one night. I couldn't sleep, so I picked it off the bookshelf, read half of it in a night, and the next morning he laughed and made fun of me. He was like, that was required reading in high school. And I was like, man, I really missed out on required reading in high school. The fuck? It was such a good book. But it's funny how that taint happens, right? When it becomes required reading, it's like, oh my God, everybody had to read To Kill a Mockingbird. Nobody reads that for pleasure. I read it just to, like, be on the same page as the rest of y'all, because I feel like, you know, I've read Taming of the Shrew 20 times. The Giver I read for fun. Was that required reading in high school? See? Oh my God, what else did you guys read in high school? Tell me. It was just Shakespeare. I swear to God. I mean, which I'm very thankful for. And to be very real with you, that teacher is one of maybe two I ever had before college that actually prepared me for the real world in any way, shape, or form in terms of just like true deadlines, real work, real research, how to use a fucking library, not just like, now you know the Dewey Decimal System, freedom, like, which none of that matters anymore, but you know what I mean. She was great. She was an awesome teacher. I don't know if she still teaches anymore. I think it was Bread Giver. There was The Giver, but it was like The Bread Giver or something like that, and it was about, like, you know, the war going on in Germany and Jewish persecution and whatever. It was fucking terrible content, wonderful book. What up, Kozu? How are you, love? I get more compliments when it's grown out and faded. I get more compliments on my faded ass, nasty, grown out hair than I get. But that's been forever, not just this current cycle of the 90s and looking like trash is cool again. Exactly, David, that's the thing. Like, I feel like when I got to college... Sorry, I'm burpy. When I got to college, I was kind of at a disadvantage because I could do really well in classical literature classes, but any sort of other just like writing class, learning how to like do a fucking book report on a normal book, not like a sonnet or something, I didn't know how to do. I was like, what? Or like being assigned reading and not expected to just fucking finish the book. Being told, do not read ahead. Being thrown trick questions. I don't know if this is just a US thing. Thrown trick questions on quizzes that are for reading ahead. And if you get it wrong, even if you're right, because you read ahead. That is a nonsensical concept to me. And I was kind of thrown aback by that. A little. Every time I leave the house, I get so many compliments on this faded, grown-out mess. Bread Givers. Is that what it is? Hold on. I'll know the cover. Let me look it up, Chris. One moment. I just almost looked up Ghostly Chris. So, I guess I'm high now. Thank you. That wouldn't have got me there. Yes! Holy shit, did you find it? Yeah, Bread Givers. Excuse me, Bread Givers. That's the title of the book. It's a very good book. I just read it because I couldn't sleep one night, and I was like, wow, that was a really good book. But, like, if someone told me, oh, yeah, that was assigned in high school, I probably wouldn't have read it. I would have been like, man, I'm good. I'll skip. Isn't that interesting? They did it a lot here in Denmark, so silly, same. It's all, and I understand it's all about, it's not about it's against the rules to read forward, it's about following the rule. Which I've always had a problem with. Because why? If I'm on a roll and I can finish this book, why the fuck would I stop? It's a book. I'm gonna read it all! Same. It's like you gave me a cheeseburger and said, if you eat more than half, I penalize you. But you gave me all the cheeseburger, though. That's my cheeseburger. I want to eat it. What? I don't understand. I don't understand. I hate it so much. Fuck not reading ahead. I remember reading Call of the Wild. Dude, I just suggested that book to somebody. Nephew? No, cousin? I have a cousin who's way younger than the rest of us. I just recommended that book to him. He'd never read it before, and he's like such a wild, like, loves to go out into nature and shit like that. I'm like, dude, you gotta read Call of the Wild. One of the best books I've ever read. Ever. In one night in middle school and asking for all the assignment sheets, right? Dude, that book, though. My doctor told me I need to switch the decaf coffee. It's going to be a tough switch for me. I've been going to that doctor for years. How could you? I hope you're doing well, you bitch. Then you can't talk about it because you don't remember the parts people haven't read yet. I hate it. And the teacher knows you've read ahead. Like, they know instantaneously because they've probably read that book 500 times. I should reread Fahrenheit 451. I remember that being good, albeit scary, and seems to have been somewhat accurate, sadly. That one in Animal Farm. those kind of never how do you say go out of style? What? Unfortunately. What am I trying to say? They haven't become irrelevant yet. In a very odd way. Imagine if they handed out pages in class and said you could only read this much and then you'll have a quiz. I mean, that's literally what they did with books when I was in school, when I was in college, all the time. Constantly. It was like, and literally then there would be secret question, there'd be like a hidden question on there or whatever, that if you got it right, they knew you read ahead. And basically, if you had guessed on that question, you had to go prove it. Like, you were basically being penalized for not following the rule. It's all about just becoming a little rule follower. It's so fucking dumb. Real story, my English teacher did that, and I bought the book from a bookstore and ripped the chapters apart and took them to school. I love petty shit, though. I can't. Wait. It's not very adult of you. I can't. It's too good. I love me some petty bullshit. They're making an Animal Farm animated movie. There are going to be tons of parents who take their kids to that and will be pissed. That worries me on multiple levels, like a cake. Catch-22 stuck with me, and then I think you just reminded me of this other book because I read it at the same time. It was like 5th grade. Where the Red Fern Grows and The Hatchet. Both of those books, I should say, too. Those 2 books, man, weirdly have stayed with me since 4th/5th grade. Forever, never seen too long. Yeah, those ones have stuck with me for some reason, but I read them all in the same class, and they've just, like, I still kind of have, like, weird fantasies about having to survive on a deserted island, but I don't want to do that, but I don't want to do that. But kinda. I don't know. Giving Tree. I love those. Were those the Shel Silverstein? Did Shel Silverstein... Why is that name now making me think they are also problematic? Like, there's so many. Shel Silverstein's okay, right? I don't remember. But I loved those books. It would be nice if we could have some worries that were different than they were in the 50s, right? Oh, man. Isn't that weird? I know. My dad actually read Animal Farm to me and my brother when I was like 6 years old. No shit. Man, I did not get exposed to those till school. Of Mice and Men. Oh. Lord of the Flies. Those were in the same grade. 5th or 6th grade, I want to say. Because I remember the teacher. I had the same teacher. He, like, moved up a grade or whatever. We were in a portable. It was weird. My mom asked Junior if he finished Red Fern. He said yes, but happily. She said she asked years later. He burst into tears, so she knew he actually finished it. I was good. Okay. Did you see my face? When you said, my mom asked Junior if he finished Red Fern, and he said yes, but happily. I had a concern for you. A big concern for you. Rose for Emily. That sounds familiar. Hold on. I think I might have read that before. I haven't. I don't recognize it. William Faulkner. Is this the one that's like similar to Miss Havisham or whatever? The Kempt Woman in an Attic. Is this same-ish? I feel like I might have read an excerpt from this or something in one of my gender studies classes. I read like this, The Yellow Wallpaper, which I know I talk way too much about, but there's a few that are very notable that tend to end up in gender studies classes like that, and I want to say this was one of them. I don't know. It's been a while. My teacher read me Hatchet when I was in primary school. I should probably read it myself. We were assigned books and read it ourselves, but we were like, I mean, how old are you in 5th grade? 12? Yeah, like 12. We's babies. Oh my god, Shell, and then there's Lois Lowry. Oh my god, I fucked him up too. Hold on. Lois Lowry did The Giver, right? That is a wild ride. Those books are crazy good. I wasn't into the movie. I tried. Wasn't impressed. The books are just so much more disturbing. And we all read Lord of the Flies, and we wonder how any of us want to have kids. I mean, I think some of us, the genetics just kick in, and like you can't say no to the procreation. And the rest of us just got too busy to listen to our uterus. And now my uterus is like doing the last throes of like, help me, I'm dying. And I'm like, good, fallout, motherfucker. Just, you know, it's fine. Oh, no shit, I don't know that one. Opposite kept dead man in bed, woman killed him. This one, I think Miss Havisham is the one where it's like the married widow or something like that. Or she's married for her money or something and then just like put in an attic forever. And people start to think she's like a myth. Is that a Poe? I don't even know if Haversham's right. Didn't a movie come out and it was like Helena Bonham Carter starred in it? Why am I fucking forgetting the name of it? I don't know. I have to pee. We should play Borderlands. I don't know. There's something to that. I found out something startling today. Tropical temperatures make me cranky as I snapped at my mom for no apparent reason on the phone. It's the atmospheric pressure. It makes everybody a little pissy. Speaking of, let's take a first break of the day, yeah? Stretch your legs, get a beverage. Get a beverage. Get a snack. Get a puppy. Hi, Bubba. How are you today? You had a weird morning today, huh? Normally, no one gets up this early and leaves the house. I know, it was alarming. But then you went outside and you had so much fun and you ran around in the yard. I found a snake yesterday, a gardener snake, like bathing. I don't even know how to say it. Basically, all stretched out and drinking water under my sprinkler while my sprinkler was going off in my yard yesterday. And ever since then, I've had this panic attack that it's not going to get out of the way when Zach goes to mow the lawn. And I just deeply don't want the snack to get got. I hope they run away. New Hell of a Boss short. Oh, I'll have to look for it. She gets stood up at her wedding. That's great. Is it Great Expectations? Fuck, I don't remember. I don't remember. Yes. That's why. One time ever. Yes. In the grass clippings, I found a deceased gardener snake, and this is weeks ago, and I still feel so viscerally bad about it. I didn't even do it personally. I just hate that it happened. I don't want anything in my yard to die. I want these poor little sneckles to just like live out their best life ever. And so now I'm just extra fucking scared. I don't like when animals die. I just don't know how to make them go away but then come back. Aw, bud. We don't know how to do it. But I don't want them to get hurt. They're so cute. See? That's how I feel about... I mean, I don't know if it's one gardener snake, if I'm seeing the same one all the time, or if I'm seeing multiple, but there's lots of little gardener snakes in my yard of various sizes. And they're just slithering around, and they eat grasshoppers. They're really, really good pest control. So not only do I just don't want things to die in my yard because they're harmless and they're precious and I love them, but they're really good at eating all the bugs. That's the best thing ever, is they eat all the bugs. All the bad bugs. The grasshoppers, the locusts, stuff like that. Slugs, snails, things that are going to eat my vegetables. He's going to lay on my desk. This is fine. And so I want the gardener snakes around. And, I mean, who the fuck just wants to kill stuff? I think that's, like, sociopathic to just want to kill stuff. These little gardener snakes are just like going about their day. And I've done everything in my power to make my garden super healthy and super like viable for gardener snakes and little toads and frogs to live in. So to me, it feels like I've baited them in to get sliced up. I know that's crazy. You know I would never do that. Like, nothing. It's just the lawn. In order to keep the fucking yard healthy, we have to clip the lawn. Otherwise, it gets overgrown and then nothing can grow and then it's crazy, right? It's just my neuroses now because I saw a dead snake in my yard. I'm like, oh my God, I'm the murderer. I murdered everything. I don't deserve anything. It's terrible. I just wish I knew a way to get him out. Just for when we mow. I just mowed the lawn. We mow on Sundays, so today's the day. I know. Unnecessary anxiety. Yes, we should. Just getting a snuggle in. Do you want to go outside? Look at those little eyes. You're just the cutest. You have the most quintessential puppy eyes. Yeah, have a good stretch. Do you want to go outside and go potty? Okay. Really? Because I'll tell, Zach does the mowing, which is awesome because it would fucking snap my back and I appreciate him. He does not want to kill things either. That is not his intention ever. Neither of us are yard murderers. And he'd go slower if I told him that saved the snakes. Well, literally every break I have, I go walk around the yard. And so maybe just all day today, I'll go pace my yard and make the snakes go away. Just for today, though, I want him to come back. If you see one, absolutely. Yeah, they're just these little garden snakes. They don't even have teeth. They eat like little slugs and stuff. They just like swallow them. They don't even constrict. Yeah, when I was a kid, I used to go out and catch them all the time. You could literally catch them by the handfuls sometimes. They like hide certain places. And so what I've been trying to look up is like, you know how you can make little like bug hotels, basically of like little pieces of bamboo or something like that in your yard for bugs. I want to do something like that for the snakes in a safe space where I know we never mow because grass doesn't grow there or whatever. Or just put it somewhere where they can be and I know they're not getting like, I just don't want to mow the poor snickles. We have hawks. That's the crazy part and they're still here. Except the male jumping spiders. I still feel bad about that jumping spider. It still haunts me. I know. Is there anything? I know, now they're both just staring at me licking. Okay, break time. Pee. The frogs and the snakes, that's what I want to do. That's what we'll workshop and brainstorm. Pee, stretch your legs, get a beverage. Something else I was going to say. I don't know. We'll be right back. Oh, there they go. Walked around the yard with the dogs, didn't see one gardener snake. Hoping they fucked off. For now. It's fine. I'm not neurotic at all. It's fine. The X Games is 30 years old. Cool. My dad's urn is the same age. Turning 30. Cute. It's fine. I feel old. I mean, I don't really feel old because I don't hang out with young people. That helps. They're very unpleasant. Oh, God damn it. Pulling it? I kind of already do on parts of my yard. I have to because it's on a weird hill. I mean, you kind of like go back and forth with the mower anyways. It's like vacuuming a little bit because the grass lays down, so you kind of have to like, right? I ate a snap pea in my garden and didn't die. Isn't that sick? I think I actually need to harvest squash and jalapenos. I have jalapenos that are like that long now. Yeah. They're very large, and my squash are like that big. I think I have to pick vegetables. I'm 41 and just made a PB&J in the same room and fully expected to get criticized and or yelled at to not get PB in the J. It's hot. Oh, I know. Sometimes you don't have to spell it out, and that's okay. Dude, there's a horrible, like, I don't know what you would call it, but basically, like, people's Steam account gets hacked, and then you get a million DMs from that person that's like, hey, here's a code for blah, 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 but really it's like a phishing situation. Do you know what I'm talking about? There's a lot of that. Like, I've been getting DMs all day. It's just that shit. It's weird. It's nonstop. I had to mute them. I have a lot of Steam friends, and I don't think it's number, though. I think it's age of account. I have a lot of Steam friends who maybe, you know, like took a... Sorry, that's so loud. Maybe took a break from gaming or something like that, and I think their account gets phished, and they haven't logged into that account for so fucking long that they have no idea. They have no idea, because I'm getting messages for like weeks on end. I'll wake up every day and it's like 10 DMs, and I have to like block them, and I feel bad. Knives, you actually clicked on one? Why? Do I want to know? I have too many beverages. I know. Like I'd ever say that out loud. My controller's just far away. One moment. Am I tangled up? Oh, dude. You want to see my shame? Hydration. Caffeination. Yum. Fun.
I feel
So-
underprepared.
No.
I only have the water bottle.
I think that's better.
What I should do is just buy a bunch of drinks and mix it all together.
Oh, absolutely not.
You just be like, here's my orange juice, water, vitamin water, apple juice cocktail.
Okay, none of that sounded bad, but like from what I've got on my table, you'd be throwing a Monster in there and a matcha.
I'd drink it, maybe like once.
Maybe it'd be like it's called Suicide for a Reason, right? Or a graveyard or cemetery or something like that was another name for it.
Right.
Where you just mix everything. Yeah.
We always called it suicide, which is awful in retrospect when I was a kid. Like, but you would just like, I'm gonna put all of these fountain drinks in one cup.
Are just laughing at them too. Like none of us think that's okay. But
Can we
drink.
just have like an example? What's an example? Like
Of
a
a
lighthearted
digital?
like
Oh, okay. So Disney does this thing called pixie dusting, okay? And it's when the cast members have the power to do nice things for you. Literally, like one day I went in I have a popcorn bucket. Again, I am a Disney adult. That is Rapunzel's lantern from Tangled, and it lights up.
That's amazing, and I want it.
I love it, and it's got Pascal on it. It's super cute. So I had
That's
to order it
adorable.
from eBay because it's a Tokyo Disney exclusive. So I go to a popcorn vendor, and I'm like, "Hey, I'd like to refill this because you can refill your popcorn buckets for less money."
Hell yeah.
And she was like, "Oh my god, I'm really sorry. I can only refill popcorn buckets that were bought at Disney World, right? And that one's exclusive to Tokyo." And I was like, "Oh, no big deal. Th- That's okay. I would just like a popcorn then and I'll put it in." And so she hands me the popcorn and she said, "Have a great day." And I'm like, "You don't have to do that." She's like, "It was my pleasure." Gave me the popcorn. Super nice. So like it probably cost Disney 50 cents, but I was like on cloud nine, right? How cute is
That
that?
was something no one had to do, and that was nice.
Exactly. And that's pixie dusting. Disney adults are when someone comes up and is like, "Can I have some free popcorn today because it's my birthday?" No, bitch.
Wait,
Millions of people have birthdays today. Get fucked. Like,
I have a question.
they go for it.
Do they say it in that voice?
Yes.
Okay.
100%. Oh, that was like a real reenactment. But like it doesn't stop at popcorn. That was just my example. It's literally they're checking into a hotel and they're like, "Is there any pixie dust available?" No, bitch, you're not getting upgraded to a fucking suite. Like because you asked. Like, and it's one thing to ask, like, "Hey, do you have any upgrades available?" But these people expect, like, they think they've unlocked this secret and they're so entitled.
Yes, I was gonna say.
And
So
then they get,
basically, it's not
oh
the
yeah,
Disney. The
no,
Disney
it's
even
the
is barely
entitled.
even a factor. These people are this way in any way, shape, or form in their whole life.
100%. It's just another way to say Disney
Cool.
Karen. Yeah, they've cut
Yeah,
lines because
yeah.
like my kid had to go to the bathroom and I took my whole family out of line and so now my whole family is gonna walk back up in front of you because we're just gonna cut. And it's like, no, I get it. I get it. These lines are long and your kid had to go to the bathroom. That sucks. Ask a cast member. Don't just demand something. I've heard people say things like, uh, "Can I have your cast discount? I don't have an annual pass. Can I use your cast discount?" But she doesn't know you.
What?
Oh, yeah. There's actually entire TikTok
I
accounts of
get
people.
such ickies from this. Like,
Yes, there's people who reenact Disney like entitlement as a career. Like that's their content is that they reenact it.
oh, that I'm gonna have to look for it. I
Oh,
mean,
yeah.
you hear about this, but I thought that was like the epitome of.
Oh, everywhere.
But it's
Everywhere.
that's so sad because I too really like Disney, and I am an adult.
Well, if you
But
ever are like,
good
"I'd like to
God.
go," we have a good old time. We
That's
really do because we're like the drinking around the world. There is a lot of people who go to Disney super high. Like there, it is
I
not
may or
unheard
may
of.
have not done that once or twice. It was
I mean,
magical. It was how else
right?
do I stay magical? That and the drinks are so tasty.
Uh-huh. And
They did a great job.
they really did. And it's adults can have fun too. It's not a
Oh,
theme park. It's not a theme park for adults. It's a theme park for people.
it really is. Like honestly, I have had exponentially more fun in the Disney parks as an adult than I ever did as a child.
Oh, 100%. And now that
Yeah.
I have like, I mean, quote unquote adult money, like I'm not like
Yeah.
rolling in it, but now that I have adult
Independence.
money, right? And I got Disney has a timeshare called the Disney Vacation Club. 100% got it in the divorce. So yes.
Yes.
So
That's fucking winning right there.
right? People are like, "How can you go to Disney so much?" I'm like, this get
About
divorced.
that.
Oh my god, I can just hear the fucking lawyers going, who gets the timeshare? She
He didn't
does.
The Disney timeshare.
when I say he didn't even want it, he was like, "Yeah, you can have that." I'm like, "What?" Oh, we didn't do
If there's
movies. his lawyer.
If there's one thing I noticed from like going to Disney as like a teenager, like in that weird sort of like middle ground, they realize who pays the bills,
Mm-hmm.
and they're gonna 100% take care of the people that pay the bills. Like they're gonna be like, oh, you're the one paying for this. All right, you're gonna have fun too. Trust me, you're gonna be just fine. Like,
Yeah.
Why isn't
The
everywhere
fine-
like that?
Yeah.
a little bit, but Disney takes it to like 11.
They have on property a 5-star restaurant that does not allow kids. So when people are like, "Oh, it is a kid's place," I'm like, then tell me why they can't even go in this one place, and it's jackets required.
Yep.
So someone walks the Disney park in a jacket?
No, it's in a restaurant, in a hotel.
Oh, I was like
One
thinking
of their
someone has
hotels,
to just like be prepared for that all day.
Woo, that would be amazing, but no.
It'd be so cool if I could stay comfortable. I just can't
Yep.
imagine walking in heels or something. Oh my good god.
Okay,
Kate's
so
like, I have to wear a seersucker suit the entire time. No.
That could be.
I don't-
I mean,
that would be cute. I was gonna say they do have something called Dapper Day, where because Disneyland opened up in 1954, and that's what people wore, heels and nice dress, like in 50s style dresses and suits, and that's what they wore for all the time. So they have whole days where people will wear that type of clothing at the park all day long.
so that means their 75th is coming up here pretty soon, huh?
But right now, Disneyland's 70th is going on. Because it's 1955. I'm sorry, 55, not 54.
So like 70 years isn't a ton of time in the grand scheme of things though, like right, like we agree on that. So we've gone from like going to the park in like nice dresses and heels and whatnot and our little purses to now you can rent a wheelbarrow for your child.
Like, put them in a wagon. Let's go.
Yeah. You can literally put them in a bucket and just like drag your kid. It's incredible. It's not even a stroller anymore. It's just a
No.
wheelbarrow.
They don't let you bring those wagons into Disney World, though. Thank goodness, because people drive them like they're maniacs.
They drive them in the middle of the road. They use them just for
Oh, yeah.
stuff, and then the kids are just walking around, and it's like, I don't think so, bro. Put it on your back. Giggity.
The amount of the amount of times I have been heel smacked by those things.
No.
Oof.
Yep.
I
Oh my, the
celebrated.
Achilles fucking tendon
Yeah.
just smack in the back of your ankle.
Disintegrated Achilles tendon. But to two things someone said in chat, I've also eaten it at not at the chef's table at Victoria and Albert's, but Club 33.
Okay, what is that? Because I see everybody mentioning that. What is that?
Okay, so could you hand me real quick, my husband? Can you hand me the box of earrings that you brought
Only
downstairs?
if you touch his butt for us.
I have to touch your butt though. He's not sad about that. He literally is turning around so I can do it while he gets some warm.
Yeah.
There's your
That's
butt.
what's up.
Thank you. Club 33 is this. Oh, where are the markers? Oh, there they are.
Oh
Thank you.
shit, Seka's giving me a read along while we listen. Okay. I'm gonna put this up.
Club 33. So, okay, let me preface this by the fact, and I'm gonna either make some friends or some enemies right now. I have been in every Club 33 location in the Disney World parks. Not in Land though. That's a whole different animal. But my very best friends in the whole world are Club 33 members. They weren't when we
I
started
don't know what
being
that
friends.
means, but I'm gonna say cool.
Yeah, it doesn't really
Yeah,
make
so-
me like your enemy
Okay.
or anything.
No, I don't. Some
I
people
was
get
born
real
on
mad.
March 3rd, which is 3/3, so I feel like I'm better
you
than
go.
all of you. But go on.
Some people get really mad and bitter about it because it is an exclusive paywalled club, right? To be perfectly clear.
Are they mad that it's paywalled?
They're mad that they can't get in, and it's not fair that there's parts of Disney
uh-huh.
that you can't get into. And
Yeah.
I'm like, this is business. This is life. Life is. I mean, are you mad that you didn't get into first class? Probably, to be honest. Like, did you pay for a first class ticket? No. Then why would you sit there? Right?
They're the
Like,
people that order from the child's menu and go, "Why can't I order the child size? It's all I'm gonna eat."
Yeah, it's more entitlement, but it's a different kind of
Yes.
entitlement. Yeah, right. So these friends specifically worked very hard. He wrote a book. I have seen when I met them, they had literally nothing. So I love the journey that they've been on to like not only recover from that, but to like just succeed. They're the type
Yeah.
of people you want to see succeed. So, I mean, I'm totally biased, but
Oh, good
so
people.
right, it's good when good things happen to good people. So right before
Yes.
the pandemic, the husband of the pair, he's like a lifelong Disney guy, and so he saw an opportunity to put his name on the waiting list for Club 33 at Disney World, which was just starting because it's been at Land for a long time. And they got an interview and they got in and they were just so excited. And then the pandemic came.
Oh.
And but now since then they go down to use it a bit, and when we're down at the same time, they invite us to go with them. And it is so you have to pay. I don't know any details. So this is all from rumor because they won't tell me, and I don't blame them. I'm like, I don't want you to ever risk your membership. The rumor is that it costs $33,000. Hi, Katie. It costs
420
$33.
cheers.
Do
Welcome,
you,
Raiders.
do you want an answer on how much it costs just based on a Google search?
Yeah, I mean, I can tell you how much of that I've heard is like what parts are bunk because I've heard that. Like they'll kind of tell me that.
You can
Right.
confirm or deny. Okay.
So
Yeah.
the initiation fees are ranging anywhere from 30 to 100K,
hmm
and then you have to pay annual dues anywhere from 15 to 30.
Yeah, I think that it's on the lower side of both of those. I think it's $33,000, or at least it
Mhm.
was. And I think that it's 15 a year. Now, that 15 a year, all four of the people in that family, mom, dad, the two kids, have annual passes to both World and Land that have no limits on them. And I mean no limits. They can go any day of the year. It doesn't matter if the park is closed, doesn't matter. Like, oh, we're at capacity. Oh, you're a Club 33 member? Welcome in. They have valet parking at every resort for free, like comes with the thing. That is not an insignificant thing at Disney World. And they get every day that they go, they get 16 ride agnostic fast passes. So in other words, if they want to go on Guardians of the Galaxy 16 times in a row, they are free to do so. And they just go right into the
Question.
fast pass line. Yep. Go ahead.
Is this all part of being Club 33, or is this just they're very rich people as well?
No, that's part of being in Club 33.
Okay, cool. Thanks.
Yeah.
That chain I did not chink together, and my brain was like, God.
Yeah, I know, right?
Oh my God.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
essentially like
Go
being a contributor to a school. Like, oh, we have a
Yeah.
very generous donator, and they say you have to go. Bye.
And you know what's crazy is I've been going to Disney for years. Like I said, I fucking love Disney World and Disneyland, and I have such a good time, and I have none of those amenities. Wild. Go on.
I've never been to either.
I've been to both. I'm good. I'm never
Yeah.
going back.
I've been to both twice this year so far, and my mom said to me the other day, "Oh, I feel like you haven't been to Disney that much this year."
So when you do this, you get like a hotel suite assigned to you, like you get your own name on a placard. Because
No,
at that price, you would think.
so you have to think, right? Annual passes for access like that are
Yeah.
probably $1,700 each. So for four of them, we're closing in on $8,000, which is
Oh, okay, I
half
see
of
what you're
that,
saying. Yeah.
right? And then you get valet parking.
Wow.
They also get 5 VIP tours a year, which are like thousands of dollars each. So when you see people walking around the parks in plaids, they get access to a full day tour, 5 full day tours a year, and they can gift them. So I
What
was
does
there
that
in
mean,
January.
a full day tour?
Oh my God. So I was there in January and they gifted me one. We have someone who meets us at an appointed time. It's a 7-hour tour. And we say, hey, person who's our tour guide, we would like to go on Space Mountain. Oh, well, the quickest way to Space Mountain is backstage. Follow me. And they walk you there and they put you right in the fast line and you go on it. And when you're done, you're like, I want to go to Epcot now. Oh, we'll come back here where our van is and we will drive you to Epcot. would you like some snacks and water? And then they escort you on to whatever you want to ride. And then, I really want a Starbucks. Oh, well, you come out of your ride, he's got a Starbucks for you. It's ridiculous.
It's not really a tour. It's more like a what do you want to do?
Yeah,
Like, what do you need for 7 hours type
A
of
day,
thing.
a butler.
Yeah.
It started out as a 7-hour tour, as like a tour, but then it turned into, let me get you to the front of the line. It's concierge. My
Right.
favorite Club 33 out of the 4 is Epcot, the Constellation Lounge, I think is what it's called. Or that might be the one in Hollywood Studios. The one in Epcot's my absolute favorite. It's above the American Adventure. So it's right. You can hear like the band below. It's beautiful. I have not been at Land though. Disneyland ones, and you
Are they
won't find.
different?
Yeah. So Disneyland's Club 33 was built for business. So it was originally intended for like Walt and his homies to like entertain business people at a place that was out of like the hubbub of the park.
That makes sense.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, that's the nice way of saying it.
Just Walt
Homies.
and his homies
Yeah.
hanging out.
By the way,
you know.
for my future career goals, my name's Melanie, and I don't know what Twitch is. I'm just some random person who stumbled in here.
Who's Twitch?
I don't know.
Yeah, I
It's
don't
some
know
guy.
what Twitch is. You're
It's-
talking crazy talk.
I don't know. I'm gonna
No.
call John Q Twitch right after this whole thing.
Same.
Okay.
And I'm gonna be
And you're
like,
in
Twitch.
super trouble. Yeah.
I just
John
talked
Q
to this
Twitch.
lady named Pamela, and she
So
said about
if-
Disney.
Scroll up a little bit. I'm going to show you some real shit. This is the other thing too, is that my friend will be like, "There's new merch. Let's go shop." So if you scroll down, there was a bunch of magic bands. There was 4 of them. That page. Scroll down a little bit. Keep going. Keep going. Keep going. There are these 4 like bracelets.
Oh, these guys. Yep, yep.
Yeah.
Well
I have all of them.
Like,
I was like, what the hell am I looking at? Those are
What
the
do they
Club 33
do?
bracelets.
So
they
those
just-
are. Go
Sorry,
ahead.
go ahead. No, I was going to
They're
ask
just
a
magic
question on
bands.
what they were. But yeah.
Yeah, they're
go.
just magic bands. So Disney will sell like they used to give you plain magic bands when you checked into the hotel, but now they make you buy them. They're basically your ticket, they're your room key, they're your
so it's I have a Maleficent one. Okay, I wasn't sure if it was like something else. It's just the Club 33 one.
yes.
That's
And this is-
fucking special.
Again, yeah, the tracker bands. You also get 50 one-day passes to give to your friends. So like say I'm at the park with my friends who are in the club.
Yeah.
And they want to go on Guardians of the Galaxy 16 times in a row. Well, I honestly can't go on that because I don't have it. They can give me a ticket that also comes with 16 fast passes a day.
So you said you had to buy these Club 33 passes or bands?
Yeah. Oh, the merch isn't free. Yeah.
You're
Okay.
Yeah.
How much is it?
Unplugged myself.
Those bands, they were comparable to the normal price of magic bands.
As someone who doesn't know anything about
Oh,
Disney
shoot.
bands.
Magic, $35, I think. Magic bands, Disney
Okay.
World costs.
It's not that bad.
Oh shit! Now they're 45, but they were not before. Oh, because these are those ones in that picture are the old magic bands. That's right. Now they have new ones that do special shit, so they're $10
Oh.
more. Yeah.
Do you know why it's called Club 33? I don't know
I do
if
not.
Okay, that's why I was going back. I was like, I don't know if
No.
it said why.
And if they have told them, it's the best kept secret I've ever seen.
Yeah, because like I've never heard anyone. Everybody knows about Club 33, but like what?
Yeah. And everything I'm saying too is you can Google it. Like I'm not talking out of turn. But like I don't, and I swear everything I know about the club is information that you can Google because I have only been there as a guest. I have never been there as more than that. Right. But
Sorry, I was going to say, I looked up the origin of Club 33. It's solely based on the 33 Royal Street in New Orleans Square at Disneyland.
Okay.
I believe that.
No other reason, apparently.
No, I like it.
Yeah, I wouldn't be shocked.
How many
Why is it
people you
called
have to
Club 33? Do you
sacrifice?
have to know 33 people? Must you be 33? What does it mean?
No, I was thinking it was probably like that was how many hookers were there the night he opened it. And I was like, let's call it Club 33.
Oh, bless.
1, 2, 10, 12, 14, 16, 17. Hold on, wait, 25, 27, 28, 29. Oh, fuck, there's 33. Hey, I got an idea.
Yep. I could
Yeah.
see it. Honestly, I mean, Disney didn't make sense. He was a nut.
Yeah. I do love the rumor, and because there's no truth to it, but one of my favorite Walt Disney urban legends, besides the head in the freezer, is that on his desk when he died, they found a note that said "Kill Goofy."
Fuck.
Yes,
Why?
In
I
my
don't know.
head, I
you
had thought
Google-
he was going to say kill something else.
Okay, so
But-
that's not something I would just blurt out on Twitch.
Sorry, my mind
Whether
goes
or
to
not.
dark places if you just
Right.
sort of
Alright,
start off with
Knives,
something.
you're not alone, buddy. You're not alone, okay?
Right? I'm not gonna just. I mean, there's a lot I'll do, but I'm not gonna break that out.
Right.
Apparently people say that it was related to like a Kurt Russell movie. But they say that there was a note on his desk that said "Kill Goofy."
What?
Kill
Kurt Russell
Goofy,
movie? He died in
that's it.
1966.
Yeah, he died right after the Florida Project was announced. He never saw the Florida Project being Walt Disney World. He never saw Groundbroken. His brother Roy Disney killed himself getting that park open. Literally, he was older than Walt, I believe,
I
or
think so
close in
too.
age. So he was older. So he poured everything he had into getting it open. Thankfully, he did not do Epcot. Oh my gosh, original Epcot's terrifying. But he did not do that. He did the Magic Kingdom clone from Land. He opened the park October 1, and I believe he died November.
The brother.
Yeah, the brother. Roy
Okay.
O.
What the
Disney died. I'm sorry,
fuck?
December. Yeah, he opened the park October 1st, and he died December 20th of the same year. It killed
Oh.
him to open that park.
That is so dark.
Mhm.
Happiest place on earth, my ass.
Yeah.
To be fair, again, this is where I'm a
To be
Disney
fair.
nerd. To be fair, Disneyland is the happiest place on earth. Disney World is the most magical place on earth.
With all that money they're raking in, it better be fucking
Oh.
magical.
Dude,
The
this
more
bar
you
reminds me of
know.
Casper. It's so cool.
Yeah. Oh, that's. Oh wait. Oh, someone does have pictures of that. Is that Hold on. Is that? Oh, can you
Is this
open
one?
that one up? Yeah. Is that the one? Oh, that might be Land. Yeah, that is Land.
Former entrance, new entrance, doorbells, things. Really pretty. The windows are
Oh,
so pretty.
beautiful.
Yeah.
They get
And the
better merch.
mosaics and stuff.
Their
and,
logo's a little different.
Just a vulture. Just whatever.
Well, and then there's the other Disney fucking rabbit hole is the life and death of the Galactic Star Cruiser.
Was that a Disney thing? Okay, so I also heard Disney was like kind of weirdly obsessed with death, but also weirdly terrified of it. So he never went to any of his friends' funerals at all. And he never actually saw the Haunted Mansion.
Haunted Mansion didn't open before he died. He had visions. He was involved in planning it, but he never got to go in it. No, I mean he didn't get to go in it when it was working.
Oh. I mean,
Yeah.
fuck that guy. Really, though.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah, fuck,
thank you
fuck
for
Disney.
bringing us. Like I can appreciate that he brought a vision that I can enjoy today.
Same. Yep. But I'm glad
But I
he's
also
dead.
can appreciate that he was not probably a great person. But so the Galactic Star Cruiser was the best thing that Disney ever built. And this girl recently did like this 2 or 4 hour YouTube video trashing it, and so all these people now are like they experts on it and had never went. Um, Disney built a LARP, a sleepover LARP.
Dude, where is this? This looks so fucking cool.
It's nowhere now because they fucking closed it. They marketed it very badly. So it was a sleepover LARP. It was 2 nights. and it was a original Star Wars storyline that you had 18 or 9 or 20. We keep trying to count. We keep forgetting characters. Characters that were basically on the cruise with you, and it was a LARP, like 100%.
Oh, I would have literally done this so hard.
I went 3 times.
Was it fucking magic?
It was literally, if you asked me if I could do one thing in the world that wasn't resurrecting my father, this would be it.
Yeah.
100%.
I'm getting like I'm getting shivers just thinking about how fucking fun that would be. Like getting
It
to
was
pretend to
amazing.
play pretend with people every day on a ship.
Oh my
You got-
goodness.
And you felt like you were in Star Wars. Like you had to watch a safety video because it was a cruise. You were on a
Yeah.
space cruise. So you had to watch the safety video about like real life stuff. Like if you hear this sound, it's in character. If you hear that sound, there's an actual emergency, right? But then you went to your shuttle. It was the elevator, but whatever. And
Yeah.
they made it seem like it had like video in it, and it made it seem like you were in a shuttle launching up to the ship. And then when
That's
the doors opened,
so cool.
it was pressurized differently, like you were in a spaceship. You could hear a soft hum the whole time you were there. It had a whole big command deck that they taught you, quote unquote, taught you how to use, so you could always see the bridge. When the ship went into hyperspace, went into hyperspace, all of the rooms also went into hyperspace.
So what cunt fucked this for us?
Disney, they give it and they take it away.
Oh my god,
And had to
I'm
have-
heartbroken. This is so cool.
Yeah.
It either had to have been a marketing thing or
Yep.
the cost wasn't
Yep.
sustainable.
It was a combination of both those things. No one understood why the cost was so much. So people said, I'm not paying this money to sleep in a Star Wars hotel for 2 nights.
Oh,
Not
fuck
realizing that it's an interactive friggin'
Yeah.
2-day basically play that you're a part of, and you build a story, and that and you're like, it was a cruise. All your
Yeah.
meals, you got a ticket to you got transported to Disney, to Hollywood Studios. They built a special entrance, so you didn't come in the front of the park. You landed at a fucking spaceport and came into Star Wars land like you were going to Star Wars. I know it's not going to Star Wars, but it was
No, that's
Was there
the
a-
coolest shit.
That's
Yeah.
really cool.
although those benches were ankle biters. Holy shit. That's the transport to Batuu, which is Galaxy's Edge. It was phenomenal. And from the outside you can see it. It's like a nondescript building
Yeah.
because it was all inside because you didn't have windows because you were looking at space.
That's so cool though.
Oh yeah, we would. So and it. Don't get me wrong, it was expensive. That was
so
problem
mad.
number one.
I
But we
mean,
put five people in a room, and it was $1,200 each, which is a lot of money, but not when you look at what you're getting.
no, 100%. You're literally paying for like 48 hours of actors.
And it was they were so interactive and so phenomenal, and like to the point where I'm kind of like, they remembered you and they remembered things about you that they had no right to be that involved in their characters. And it was choose your own adventure plus LARP, because imagine the digital aspect of it too, right? So like
Yeah.
your little gamepad kept where, like, kind of track where you were, and you could be a rebel, you could be a smuggler, you could be a first order person,
Can you imagine how much fun it was to work here?
Oh, okay, so we're friends now with people that we met that worked
Yep.
there.
That's
Because
fucking
we
awesome.
We
Yeah.
spent so much time in the bar. That bar right there. So much time in the bar that
Dude.
we're still friends with the bartenders and the servers.
It's like going to Ren Fair, which we need to plan.
Yes, we do.
It's like going to Ren Fair, and this is what happens to me. I LARP it up, and then I end up sitting in a bar and bullshitting with a bunch of people in really cool costumes, and all of a sudden 5
Yep.
hours is gone, and I'm like, wow, I drank a lot.
That was us when we went 2 weeks ago.
Yep. That's
We used to call it the Star Wars Renaissance Fair. It's funny that you say
that's
that.
exactly what it feels. I mean, I can get that vibe from just everybody's smiles and everybody looking around. And when you say you sit there for too long, it's immediately what I got. It's like, oh yeah, I know exactly what that feel is. I've been there, I've done that.
And
I'm
We'll go to
so
Royal
sad.
Ren Fair.
I am gonna spoil it a little bit because it doesn't fucking exist
It doesn't
anymore.
fucking exist anymore. Spoil it.
But
What am
the
I
end
gonna
of
do?
the end of it came with a fight between Rey and Kylo Ren, where there's a part of the interior of the atrium that he pulls down like it's Phantom of the. It almost kills you. Yep.
That is fucking
Spoilers.
incredible.
I mean, yeah,
I know,
no, 100%.
spoilers. Spoilers.
I may have
what you
wanted to
think.
go online
I
and
know.
watch this 2-day
Watch
play.
it for the first time. Do you know that someone once got mad at me for spoiling Citizen Kane?
That's like someone spoiling what happened to the Hindenburg.
That's
Right,
like when
but
I
like-
read the reviews for Oppenheimer and people were upset there was no happy ending.
What
What do
is-
we do?
Boy, I want to tell them about Old Yeller.
Right?
Oh dear.
I was so mad. I'm like, this is an 84 fucking year old movie.
Right. Although
Fuck it.
the statute of limitations on movies doesn't really have a time frame.
Well,
Technically, but
I know, I
everyone
agree, I
everyone
agree.
knows that fucking movie. I've
Right,
never
and
seen
all I
Citizen
said-
Kane, but I know the ending of that movie.
I was like, I won't even spoil it now. I was like, this is what Rosebud is. And they were like, literally mad at me.
Get over it. Like,
Yeah.
Wow, apparently I've made everyone in chat upset talking about Old Yeller. Yes, I'm a
mean-
monster.
the ending of
Get
Old
over
Yeller.
it.
What about Bambi or fucking?
Yeah.
In Titanic,
Pound
the
in the
ship
box.
sinks. Like, don't freak out.
Yeah, it's like someone fucking spoiling the end of Lord of the Rings. Like,
Oh my god. So to be fair, every time I watch Titanic, which is not a lot, but every time
I was gonna
watch
say,
it, like,
big fan.
No, I'm like, turn the wheel. Hit it again. But yeah, I mean the Star Wars.
Old
Disney-
Yeller's Disney, isn't it?
It is. I think,
Oh,
Yep.
look
yeah.
at us come full circle. Is there any
I
hidden
know, right?
racism in Old Yeller?
Old Yeller.
I was
Is
not
there?
a fan of Disney growing up, so
You know,
feel
I
bad.
understand
that's
it.
completely okay. I've grown to hate Disney as I've gotten older.
yep.
It's valid, and that's the thing. Some people don't understand. It's like people who don't tell me they don't. They're like, "Oh, I've never seen Star Wars," and I'm a big Star Wars fan. I don't care. That's your life.
Yeah.
You spend your time how like you want to spend it. As long as you're not. It's like the Labubu hate, right? I'm
Man,
like,
the
I don't
fuck
give a
is
shit.
that?
Little
my God,
boo boo
I'm
like from Yogi Bear?
No, oh my god. There's these things, these stuffed animals called Labubus that have taken
Oh.
over like the internet. And the
What the
amount of
fuck are
people who
those?
now have hot takes that are like, people who buy Labubus are stupid. They are kind of
Boo-boo.
terrifying.
They are
Labubus.
Nice.
Here we go
Ridiculous.
down the rabbit hole of Labubus.
No, I've seen
Nice.
it, and all I asked is like, what does it do? Because at least the keychains we were obsessed with did something, i.e.,
Oh.
Tamagotchis.
I've
Okay,
never
no,
seen these
to be fair-
motherfuckers ever, but they kind of look like where the wild things are.
Okay.
They look
do.
like
Also-
Teletubbies.
So I'm
Yeah.
gonna age myself. They look like Monchi cheese.
We're,
Oh my
we're all
God,
old here.
they
It's fine.
do.
You remember?
Oh yeah, these motherfuckers.
Mm-hmm.
I never knew what the name of them were, but
Yeah. And now
Yeah.
I know, thanks to TikTok this weekend and not being able to sleep at one point, I know the difference between a Labubu and a Lafufu, which is a fake Labubu.
Stop it.
Oh my goodness, is that the
Oh,
monkey that would
no.
suck its own thumb?
Yeah.
My grandmother has one of these. She always had one in her toy, like in the toy box.
What?
They were. Yeah, the Tamagotchi guilt was super real and so unacceptable.
yeah, I don't know what that is either, Katie.
What is that?
Little-
Wait,
It's apparently
It's like the miniature Game Boy, the built-in game.
oh, what? Wait, hold on. I'm looking at the screen and there's like a Labubu head on a woman, and I'm really confused.
Labubu's gone to dark places.
Yeah,
What
What the fuck is that?
we don't question this. It's the internet.
Laboobs boobs. No. That
You know, in
Labubu
20
is
years-
trippin'.
In 20 years, these things are gonna end up like Kirby or Furbies.
Oh my god, they're Beanie Babies, 100%.
Mm.
And
Oh,
people are
Lord.
spending $90 each on them.
No, thank you.
What?
Well, actually, no. Never mind. Maybe
That makes
thank
me
you.
wanna hurl.
I spent some of the, so I collect a lot of figures and statues and stuff, and some of
Yeah.
the stuff I've spent hundreds of dollars on.
No shame from me. I have
Right.
so I always joke that my hobby is collecting hobbies.
That's what I say too.
So people will be like, "How could you spend that much money on that pair of shoes?" And I'm like,
Shut up.
they bring me joy. Fuck you.
Yeah.
Right. They don't make fun of my fucking King Ghidorah statue that
Oh,
can't stand upright unless he
100%.
has these stands.
Tina, I'm not
Or-
questioning your YSL lipstick that covers up your fucking wrinkly ass smoker lip.
Right, or
Right,
the
how is that
seven.
Botox? Right? Like, I'm sorry, I know exactly how much non-prescription Ozempic is. I know how much you're spending a month. I mean, I might know for personal reasons, but still.
I was gonna say.
I'm also not shaming people. Oh my god, I gained so much weight when I hurt my knee. I had to.
Well, I mean, you
had to
literally
realize.
couldn't sleep, let alone walk.
Right, I had to get a knee replacement, so I'm like.
But
trying to
now she's
preserve my
fucking
knee.
bionic, which is incredible.
Right. Yeah, I gained 50 pounds. 50.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah. So I was like, bring on the shots.
Wow.
Yeah.
Bitch, you pull that shit out. You like
shot.
shut. You
Shot,
are
shot.
so fucking well proportioned. I would have never ever guessed.
Oh my god. I do hide it okay, but it was starting to not be that way.
Bitch.
Like, what? And my knee was hurting all the time even more, and I'm like, no thank you.
Yeah, no, fuck that. I mean, might as well take care of it, and then you don't just stay immobile for so long. Because what happened, my mom did the same thing. She ended up overcompensating on the other knee so hard she blew that one out too, and then had to get 2 knee
Oh.
replacements. Who the fuck wants that?
Oh, that's where I am if I don't do it. Like my other knee right now, in PT, she's like, do it in one. I'm like, oh no, I gotta I gotta go back. I gotta go back. But I can hop now, so that's I'm making good progress. The little things that suddenly you celebrate.
And for an extra, cartwheels.
How
Right?
was 2025? I relearned how to hop. How about you?
I did, right? This shit when you're 20, you take it like you don't even realize. One day when you're 50, they're gonna have to reteach you to walk.
Remember when we were kids and we had knees?
Oh my god.
No.
I
What a
watch
good
these
time.
people. Oh my god, when I watch people like jump, like
Or
when I
jump
watch
out of things.
oh my god, Benson Boone off that fucking piano. I can't. I don't. I'm like, first of all, Moonbeam ice cream, calm your shit.
Fucking moonbeam ice cream.
God.
Like,
I know,
unhinged
watching
lyrics.
people dance or jump out of things. Like, I watch people jump off of really high things. And I just think to myself, like, I know you don't feel it, but what it is doing inside of you, like, you must stop. You have,
Like,
it's just.
Did you see? I think it was the Tony Awards. They did Hamilton 10-year reunion, and all the original cast came. And David,
yes, it was really good.
Yes, and when he jumped off the table, I'm like, David, you are 10 years older. Did they not? Don't have a stunt double. Just jump in
I
the
think
air.
we literally
something.
talked about it after we watched it in stream. We were like, oh no, the ankles. Because we're all older now. Like, all of us are thinking about our ankles and our knees.
I'm telling you, when you hit 50, you don't wake up going, I feel 50. But your body goes, bitch, I feel 50.
Okay. I don't feel 50. Have I got news for you?
Bum, ba-dum, bum, 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 bum. See, my knees have sounded like wet cereal on the inside for like 20 years. So then at 50, what's the sound gonna be?
The
Like-
50 sound's going to be me giving you the name of my dental
Of
replacement
your
guy.
surgeon, I know. The wet cereal sound stopped, but so did everything else, and I can't get out of bed. Help.
Right, exactly.
Like,
I
did someone
was
put
serious,
Captain
though.
Crunch in my knees? Because I didn't order Captain Crunch in my knees.
Right. Or did Captain Crunch in my bowl? I'm like, no.
In the bowl, dude.
One of
not
my
kidding.
first questions, it's such a superior cereal, was like, how quickly can I start boning again? And they looked at me and I'm like, I'm not joking.
I think that's a very valid question.
I do too. And they were like, well, it kind of depends how you're doing it. I'm like, I can figure that part out, but am I medically contradicted
Yeah, they make sex swings for a reason, bitch.
Right. And they're like, well, no. I'm like, thank you. My schedule. Got it. Thank you.
I would like to continue the boning. Can I do the boning?
There are a lot
Right.
of
I'm like,
positions that don't need knees.
I just got remarried. I would like to bone. It's a good thing now.
Those happy chemicals have to help with the healing process, right? They should be
Right, happy
encouraging this
me.
shit.
Happy me, happy knee.
Exactly. And then, of course, the cocky kicks in. Like, did I hear boning? Yes, my wife. Yes, you did. You heard boning.
Everything comes back to boning.
And then there's live strip cams in the chat. Yes.
Exactly.
There we go. It's
well,
the circle of life.
and it rules us all. So what we were talking about is we were talking about the consequences of dry sex and how or you can literally self-circumcise by friction rubbing that skin the fuck off, and you'll just lose it inside of your partner. So it's really not worth it. Or you can actually create that fistula between the vaginal and anal wall, causing poop to just leak / slowly ooze out of the vagina. Which leads to questions, smears, smells. You know, your partner might get worried. If you've never experienced and or thought about poop noodle, it's when you have dirty butt sex and or fistula anal sex with the vagina, and you don't ejaculate. Therefore, the poop that has backed up your urethra hasn't had a chance to express itself. So you kind of just have to do one of those little bear down clenches, and a little noodle just shoots out the end.
I need a spray bottle emote.
I've
Good
ever
times.
had. So, Katie, I oddly think of you sometimes after sex.
Because you go pee?
Yes! There's
I'm gonna
been
make it a
times in my
shirt.
life where I have done it, like gone to the bathroom, and when I'm done, I'm like, Katie would be so proud.
So proud.
I am fastidious about it. You gotta be.
It's so important, and it's not a joke. Like UTIs, urinary tract infections, the leading cause of them is literally just sex or self-loving. And the number one way you can get rid of them is just by going pee. And the leading cause of death in people over 70 is urinary tract infections due to that. Like, let's just pee for everybody, okay?
Right?
Yeah.
And those people in those nursing homes are getting down.
Dude, why not? Like, A, it's not like you're gonna get pregnant, and B, you're not gonna live long enough to really suffer the consequences of anything serious. So like, fuck it, get busy. But a UTI, that's gonna take you out.
Right.
Fuck off.
Get busy living or get busy, I don't know, dying?
Peeing?
That is the quote.
It's get busy living or get busy peeing.
Oh,
Go
that too.
piss, girl.
They said both in that story.
I would buy any of these shirts, by the way.
Pee after sex is really important. I should make it because, I mean, seriously, you're not even the fifth person who's like, is it weird that you're like incorporated into the bedroom and that my partner and I are always like, Katie says we should go pee. We should probably. Come on. It's not fake. It's real. And some people think it's a joke. It's not. You should. Everybody should pee after sex and self-loving.
It's only laughable if we're laughing and learning here.
Exactly. But you have to still learn at it too. Hi, bud. How are you?
Live, laugh, pee.
Ever tried peeing together? It's not my favorite. Yes.
So they do have pee after sex shirts, but for whatever reason, it has Sonic the Hedgehog on it.
What?
Or Felix the cat.
I kind of love that though.
I don't know why. Felix the cat is kind of alright. He seems like the type of thing that would like educate you on stuff.
I feel like we're already talking about cats.
Yeah, I don't know about. God damn it!
You're welcome.
Well fucking played. Well played. Take a bow, madam.
Right? I mean, God, can anything more be said? That was eloquence. She's Grace. She's demure.
I am Grace. I want to get out of these fucking United States.
Amen. So women for adopt in Colorado. We may come with baggage, but it's fine.
Yeah, the baggage might be husband, but that's okay.
It's whatever. I have a poodle.
I have a
poodles.
Okay.
I have two German shepherds, so it's fine.
It's fine though. You won't even notice them. They're pretty small. Come here, show them how small you are.
Yeah.
Look at that. Because
You,
I'm
you
like,
barely notice them as they run into your hip.
I'm 4'11", so if you think about it, we're right on. Did you laugh?
I laughed so hard I couldn't even help it. Like I cackled. You are super 4'11".
You promised
I've-
never
I've-
to make fun of my height. I can't
Okay, I'm
believe
3'8".
you've done this.
Your height is beautiful and I love it. I'm not making fun of it. I just laughed at the thought of anyone believing you were 5'8".
4'11".
4'11", rather.
Or 5'8".
Or even 5'8", yeah. Andrew's mother is 4'11". Like,
She's always so cute and tiny, though.
right? Andrew is super cute and tiny. Right, babe? He's green.
Pocket size.
Right.
I know I can
He
see
is.
his face in my mind, that shit eating.
Oh my god. My
Fun size. I prefer the term fun size. I think that's a good way to
Fun
describe it.
size.
Yeah.
Fun size, but
my
also like, you know, I put fun size candy bars in my freezer for later, and I wouldn't do that to you.
You wouldn't put someone in a freezer?
I mean, it depends.
It depends.
What's the situation?
Yeah.
Or
Did they
what's
say
the
no to me?
What's the depending? Is the situation the depending?
Yeah.
Or
I'm with Knives on this. What's our criteria so I know how to avoid it?
no, I'm gonna face it head on and not get put in a freezer.
Did
Oh,
they
dear.
tell me no?
Ooh.
Yes.
Okay. Yes, they did. I'm with Knives on this one. Please don't put me in the freezer.
Then maybe.
Oh, so maybe okay.
Oh,
You didn't say maybe
It depends
like
if I'm there or not, honestly.
Yeah, exactly.
I can
I mean,
outrun.
I know I'm Minnesotan, but like,
one
there's
of
only
you.
so much I can take.
Right, I'm 424. See?
420.
Worked with.
Ugh. My baby's 178 months old.
Oh my word.
She's only
I have such a
403
complex.
months old. Wait,
I need to figure out how old my kids are.
stop it.
No,
I was
please-
gonna
please
say, if
don't
you
do it in
actually are
months.
doing it, like,
Just
I am.
do
I'm
it in
gonna do it.
years.
No, not
at
anymore.
what point does
No.
it become, like, years and years?
I have a 204-month-old.
Oh my god.
Oh my
Oh, my
god, that's so
word.
fucking much, even though that's probably 20.
Oh, is 17.
On their next
I can-
birthday, please
I can do
post that,
math.
like, only 205 months old. Boy, does time go by fast.
I might
Well, you
have
said
to do that for his
240,
birthday as
right?
well. I don't know. I did it on the calculator. Hold on, 204. But that would be March. So
4.
200 March, April, May, June.
Okay, I've
so
numbered
200
dyslexia.
I don't want to know.
207. I do too. You're fine.
See,
207.
I just go with like the more simple explanation of like, how old's your stepson? Old enough to fucking know better. And like that's like my go-to now. Teenagers.
Does that age ever come? I don't think so.
Yeah, sometime around the age of 25, and I have to repeat my mantra,
won't.
which is
won't.
underdeveloped
I say
prefrontal
30.
cortex.
Yeah, it won't
30,
happen
yeah.
at 25.
I know. I just say
Yeah.
underdeveloped prefrontal cortex. Underdeveloped prefrontal cortex. It's fine. He'll eventually grow out of it.
It's just a phase.
Look at us
It's
assuming
okay.
It's just a
our
phase.
brains are going to develop all the way.
I was gonna say I've dated 25-year-olds when I was age appropriate.
Okay, I was about to say.
Yeah, I mean I'm married, so although that doesn't matter because people can have other relationships, right? But yeah, no. I mean,
And then we get
honestly,
into
the way
content.
yeah, yeah.
Sorry.
We don't know about that
mistake.
here on this Christian Minecraft server
We
stream.
don't even open mouth kiss here.
Right, it's just a lot of closed mouth peck on the cheeks.
Christian Minecraft.
Bonus
server.
points if you hold your breath.
Right, and close your eyes.
And sometimes the top of the head.
Yeah, and it doesn't count, if you're jumping on the bed.
But
If someone else is jumping on the bed, yeah, it doesn't count.
No, you have to. And then someone bumps into you, so it's up. Oh, our
I didn't mean
lips
to.
Raised.
like a slipping
Sluts,
and falling
whores, I'm
thing.
pregnant. It's happening. That's how it happens, right?
Well, not if you're
Misty's
on
had
top.
babies. How did it happen?
Well, so for the first one, the doctor made me pregnant, and the second one, I lost a game of Wii Sport.
As it happens.
Whoa.
Video
Whoa.
games are the maker and breakers of
You
families.
asked the right and the wrong person.
No.
Holy
this
crap.
was- I couldn't have written it better myself.
No, I literally lost a game of Wii fucking Sports. Alex was 18 months old, and I was like, I don't really fucking want to do this. And we played Wii Sports, and I lost. And then my darling youngest came along. Oh, I got like fucking pierced and shit. They're like, "You pregnant?" I'm like, "Fuck no. I gotta go to a doctor for that shit." And then I was drinking on Halloween, like at a party, and then 3 weeks later, I'm like, "Wait." They're like, "How pregnant are you?" I'm like, "I don't fucking know." We had to like search our brains to remember when we actually had sex. And
Oh my god.
there's no like, I really think sometimes that child willed themselves into existence.
I have a question,
Yes.
and we're going back to Wii Sports, and I hope you're an open book kind of person.
Yes.
Were you doing it while you were playing Wii Sports? And then I guess, like, as you were losing, he
So
ended up having an orgasm.
it was not like that Johnny on the spot, right?
Oh, okay.
So it was a little less literal and a little bit more, I lost the best out of 3, and then
Oh my god. Wait.
then
Okay.
that
So,
it happened.
so it was a marathon type of thing. Okay, I get it.
It was
And
more
then
of
Val's
a,
like, wow, wow.
it was like a oh god, more like a, are you done yet? It was more like the medal at the end of your tournament. Like, you've
Yeah.
won, congratulations.
Here's
Here's
a
your
child.
concubine,
Right.
right?
I
Like,
thought you
instead
guys
of
were
you
like
winning-
on the Wii Fit platform or something.
Oh,
That
no,
or
no,
like you
no.
just kind of like you take the Wiimote to somebody and you just kind of hope for best. Like you try to those.
That's an aftermarket game, and we don't talk about that game.
like the game you
Oh
were
my
playing
God.
while you were having sex, getting a kid,
Right.
was literally
Hey, have you-
contraception.
Right. Have you
Or
seen, I mean,
conception.
they do have those swords, the Wii swords you could play with. Why not
Mhm.
expand that idea? Come on.
Right. Like we
I mean-
dildo, fun for everyone.
I don't think I've ever seen that particular speedrun of Twilight Princess, but now I kind of want to.
I mean, valid. I don't want any more kids though, so I'm out. You'll have to find someone else. For scissors to figure out if you're doing some sex. I mean, I've had sex.
Oh, don't count me in. I don't think I'm gonna be able to stop laughing for like the next year and a half. So I'm just gonna be over.
So, I mean, let's be honest here. Sometimes relationships need a little spicing up. That's why I have a different husband now.
They don't have to play Wii first.
Like, hey, sex life got you down. Have you tried fucking it? Fucking it, new game on Wii U.
Losing a bet, to be like perfectly clear. Like, I bet that I would win, and then if I won, my prize
Oh my
was
God.
sex. And he bet he could win, and his prize was the sex.
Oh, so
I-
no one could lose.
No, she lost.
Lost.
Ha.
I won because I had my child, and I love them very much. But I mean,
Lost. It's okay.
I lost that night.
Yeah,
It's
she lost
funny-
that bet.
lost that night.
Yeah, my God. And the best part is that child knows that story.
Oh God.
Hey, how are you born? Oh, my mom lost a bet,
Who wants to hear a story? Like,
but my dad won the bet.
You have to
I guess it's
understand,
like
this
a
is also
thing.
the kid who played the flute, played a tampon like it was a flute. So
What song did he
Mama,
play?
He's a flute. Mama is flute.
but I never told that story, Katie, or anyone really. But you're the only one who might know.
oh my God.
No, you should tell. You should tell us all the
Will
story.
you
It's
please
important.
This is my favorite. I recently told them because they're 14 now, and I'll tell you the reaction at the end, which is my favorite. So they're like 3 or 4,
Mhm.
and we're in the National Mall in DC, which Katie is now going to even be more horrified about. We're on the
Cool.
National Mall, and we're walking, and on the ground is a purple, open, plastic applicator tampon.
A question:
Go ahead.
was it used?
No, always the first
Okay.
question. However,
All right.
very valid. It was not, and we could tell as a woman that it was not because it, or as someone who has a period, because it wasn't it was long, not short. It had
Right.
not been plunged, but the cotton part was out of it. It had clearly rolled out of someone's purse and like rolled on the ground, and the wrapper came off, and it was just this pretty purple plastic tampon on the ground. And my kid reaches for it so quickly, like lightning. And I, for one of the first times in my life, nursemaid arm them, which is when, for people who don't know, you take their arm and you hold them in the air by it. It's not very good for their joints or ligaments. However, it was very good for not putting a tampon in their mouth. So I carry them about 3 feet like that, and there's these women on a bench, and they don't notice us really. Why would they care? So I carry them, and I walk about 20 feet towards the Washington Monument, holding their hand, to which they flip loose my grip because it was hot and sweaty, and they immediately turn tail and run as fast as they fucking can on their little 3-year-old legs towards this tampon. He reached down. I was running towards them. They reach down and they go, "Mama, in a flute!" They turn in their mouth. And they just start playing. And
That's
I'm
why I'll never forget. Mama, in a flute.
In a flute. And I like slap them out of their hands, and the 2 women on the bench now notice, and they are agog. Their mouths are agape. They're like, I couldn't react fast enough to stop it. I'm like, you're fine. This is not a you problem. So I am like, now what do I do? I'm like Jennifer fucking what's her name? Whatever from Hunger Games. What do I do?
Jennifer Love Hewitt.
Lauren. Which is what do you mean? But I'm like, what do I do? What do I do? So
what do you do with the child?
Right, I'm like, I call my husband at the time, and I go, do I call poison control? Right, I am. I'm kind of like crying on the phone. Like, do I call poison control? Do I pour hand sanitizer in their mouth? Do I throw the entire fucking child away? I didn't. But
throw the child away.
Brainstorming,
Throw him in the mall.
Like, you're going to the pool. Here's the reflecting pool. There's your new life now. Enjoy. You are as dirty as the reflecting pool now. So I'm just like, seriously though, what do I do? And he's like, I don't know. I'm like, but one of us has to figure it out. You have Google.
Throw this one and start over.
Let's start over.
Mama, in a flute.
In a flute. So I tell this story. So this child is now 14 years old. And so I tell this story to them like 6 months ago. And they are losing their shit laughing, like rocking back and forth. And they look at me and they say, and if you've ever been on my stream and you see the child that tries to steal camera focus behind me by making funny faces, it's that one with the purple and blue hair. And they look at me and they go, why did you let me do that, Mom?
Yeah, Mom. Why can you catch this fucking speedster child picking up this flute?
Oh my god!
Seriously, look like a tampon.
How dare I?
Did you say that?
And play the sonnet of Ron Burgundy.
Right? I'm like, I looked at them and I said, have you met you? Imagine you with no self-control because you're 3.
Fast little chubby 3-year-old.
There was no stopping you. None. This is the child I used to have a Tumblr called Shit Zoe Says. And one of my favorite things they said, and they were like 4, Katie, 4. And I don't know where it came from. They just looked at me dead in the eye randomly and said, my blood is shaped like the sun.
Oh dear.
No.
I have proof that this happened. Like, I did not make this up. Like this, I have 14-year-old fucking tweets that point to this. And are they wrong? I don't know. The other thing they said that I really liked was, Mom, I remember the dinosaurs, and they weren't very nice.
No. No.
They said shit like that all the time. Like they were coming out of like a past life experience as they were aging, and I'm like, I'm not sure how I feel about it.
Your kid has some weird ass superpowers when they were little.
No.
That's fucking hilarious.
Your child might be a witch.
Wait, has your kid ever seen Jurassic Park?
No?
That's a no. I guess the kid really is.
I mean, they're not a witch because they've said they're not a witch. They're on the unicorn team.
That's
Okay.
no. If they say they're not a witch, that's
Well,
exactly what someone who is a
I
witch
was gonna
would
say
say.
that's
I
kind of
know.
what witches say.
I get it, but this was what they would say. I'm not on the witch team. I'm on the unicorn team. And that's how they torment people they didn't like. They told my sister she was on the witch team all the time and she didn't like her. And my sister just wanted to like have fun with her niece, her niece.
Oh,
her
I
nibbling.
get it. It's uncool
And I'm like,
cool.
yes. Well, they also used to tell me to go fuck myself when they were little, but they said it in like little kid speak. They'd say, "You stop it, la la la." I'm like,
Shut the fuck up.
I am stealing that from meetings from now on.
Please do. I still do it. We used to do it at roller derby like all the time.
Let's do it again. What was
La,
it?
la, la. You stop it, la la la.
What the fuck? That is the most
And
baby fuck you I've ever heard.
Right?
Right? And they do it all the time. I have a video that I just saw the other day, like on my Facebook memories, of them like being up at like 10:30 at night when they're supposed to be asleep. And
Yeah.
you can hear my ex-husband in the background going, "Zoe, it's time for bed." And they go,
They go silent.
Right.
They
"No,
hiss.
they hissed." Oh, they hissed. You couldn't hear it. They hissed it. I thought it was noise cancellation needed. They were like hissing like a cat.
Oh,
Okay.
that's magical though.
Their only response. Oh no, this kid was hilarious. My parents once watched them over the weekend, and when I came back, they were like, "We used to wish you would have a child that was just like you, but we might have wished a little too hard."
Oh no. Oh no. Because their blood's shaped like the sun and dinosaurs
yeah.
weren't nice.
Oh my god.
What does that even
yeah.
mean?
What
I
does
don't
that
know.
mean?
Do we want to know?
A little
A
bit.
little.
Yeah, that's fair.
Like, if
Also-
your fucking kid is going around saying my blood is shaped like the sun, I would be concerned about making sure that kid never bled his own blood or their own blood.
Oh, one time they did like completely crack open the back of their head. After this, it wasn't the cause of it. And
It was
yeah,
science, okay?
It was red, normal. At least, can you come downstairs?
I have a very small amount of very serious head trauma.
Yeah, kind of. I showed them where the scar was the other day, and they were like, "Ow, why did I do that?" I'm like, you still rock on the chairs in the kitchen. You learned nothing.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. Sometimes lessons don't land, especially when your fucking blood is shaped like the sun.
Oh my god. When
Right.
I tell you that I have never recovered from them saying that.
No, I want to write it down. It's inspired me to like paint something.
I love it.
Like, I feel like I need to paint what it might feel like if my blood was shaped like the sun.
Well, for you, it would be normal. For everyone else, we'd all die.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah, that's true. I'm a little bit of a dying dwarf star on the inside.
I feel like, yeah, you got to be like a very special person. Like, you got to have like the birthmark on the inside of your wrist if you want to be
Oh
someone,
my god, a fucking star glowing.
right? Like,
It gets in the sun like fucking twilight. It just shimmers.
oh,
Either that or you're like
Already
some
out.
part of some like weird isekai sort of anime, and you're owning the whole story now.
This is
Mine's
the
on the back
blood
of my leg.
killer.
I'm out.
the blood of a killer. As long as I don't have to be Bella, I'm fine.
Yeah,
Bella didn't have to be Bella. She kind of just accidental
Bella-
into that. Yeah.
It was a
7
pair of
minutes.
pants.
Oh, wait. A pair of pants?
Yeah, so anyone who's reading the story could try her on and just wear her into the story and like,
Oh,
because she had no
my.
personality. So I always call her a pair of pants,
How are you?
right? Though, and if you think about it,
She
she-
is a pair of pants.
I want to argue against this, and then I realize I just can't.
I
No,
can't
it's
find
this is
the
exactly
lie.
what she is. She was
Yeah.
the
Yeah.
fucking blandest
Yep.
character ever imagined from some bitch with a dream.
Yeah. She made, and then it gave us 50 Shades of Grey, which is actually quite fanfic.
Which
I mean,
is wild to me that's fanfic of Twilight.
I know, right?
Was
and
it
there's
really?
one other one that was
Yes.
100%.
Huh.
She got like a cease and desist and renamed everybody. So do you remember when you were little and you told me that your blood was shaped like the sun? You do? Do you remember saying it? No. Okay, but you remember me telling you. Do you think do you have anything like? Do you remember when you said the dinosaurs were bad, were evil? Because we want to know more about this.
Yeah, can you ask
Yeah.
them why they thought they needed?
Yeah,
No,
why-
not even why they thought they needed to say it. Like why they thought.
If you're like there with God, we have some questions.
Yeah, they have questions. If you're there right now, do you feel like you've transcended from being that person? Yeah. Oh, I'm kind of sad about that.
No, they said yes.
This is like no, yeah, they said yes. This is like you being on camera and trying to steal the focus, but it's just on voice.
I mean, you can keep trying. It's just not going to work.
Not
anything you wanna
one time
say?
has Misty ever said that her blood felt like sunshine.
No.
So
Right. Can you ask them if the sun and the
one more
moon?
question.
Wait.
Go ahead. Is the sun and the moon?
Yeah, can you ask them if they're the reason why the sun rises and the moon comes out at night?
Oh, that's a little poetic. They
That's
want to know
so
if you're the
deep.
reason that the sun rises. Not no, but nah.
No. Nah.
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 NaH. Thanks,
That
Zoe,
is
for
such an
entertaining.
appropriate
Okay,
response.
That is like that's like a 14-year-old answer if I ever heard
Yeah, it
one.
really
Yeah,
fucking
there-
is. It's like, you're not humoring me at all, kid.
No. Any type of like closeness they had to the afterlife is now gone. Like it is faded as they got older and the teenage hormones took over.
Right, life
It's
keeps on going.
facts.
Yeah. I had to have their school, like have them tell their school because they go by a different name at school. And I was like, will you please? And we still, they want us to call them their birth name at home. Like they've requested it.
Yeah.
And so I was like, can you please tell your school we're not dead naming you?
Oh my god, they're gonna
Right?
call on you guys for a fucking
Right.
abuse.
They're
I
gonna
have a
be
question.
like, go ahead.
Is the name they use at school cooler than their birth name?
I don't think so because I got to choose their birth name.
Okay, that's fair.
That's a
And-
fair
and I-
assessment.
But at the same time, it's not uncool.
Yeah.
Right? Like I like it. And we tried to call it when they came out via PowerPoint presentation. They
That's
Such
awesome.
a child.
That's
Such
I
a
actually
child.
kind of
So
I
fucking
genuinely
amazing.
like that. Yeah, I actually genuinely like that.
literally PowerPoint. And they had us guess. They're like the flags that are on this page that there are the most of is what I am. And so we've counted like 16 lesbian flags and we're like, great. And then 2 days later they're like, there were also non-binary ones. And I'm like,
I counted.
I followed directions.
Were there scene transitions? I believe probably.
I don't remember. I'll have to look. I think they still have it.
I mean, without scene transitions, how am I actually supposed to accept you as the human you want to be?
Exactly. They even put it up on the TV. Like, wasn't even like we watched it on their computer. It was like one of those YouTube videos where someone's like, here's my PowerPoint about why I think we should go to the zoo tomorrow.
Oh my god, they connected their fucking laptop to the TV.
Yeah. I mean, they
I
airplayed
love
it.
that so much.
Yeah.
I think my parents would have had me committed.
Yeah. Yeah. Mine too.
Yeah. It'd have been like,
I mean,
what's PowerPoint? What are computers? Are you a witch? We have to burn you now.
Oh, no.
It'd be so alarming, and then God would be involved, and I'd probably be married to
with
some
that
white guy in
lobotomy.
Utah. Right, exactly. The pick would come out, and they'd be like, which eye do we do first? Tink, tink. Oh, look at that smile. She looks great. Now we
Much
should
better.
impregnate her. Woo. America. Oh no.
Did Kaki was she's still here. Okay, I know she's in the bathroom smoking. There's a time at which, just talking about kids and the really insane things they do. There's the one time that Junior, at the age of I want to say 6 or 7, like in the midst of a moment of pure frustration,
Of course.
dropped an F. Oh no, he just screamed, "Fuck!" Because this
I
one kid
love
wasn't
that.
leaving him alone, and like the teachers
Aw.
were telling us about this, and we're like, "Well, he used it right. I mean, I can't be that bad." And was that kid bothering all day? You told him not to? Yeah. Well,
There you
he
go.
cursed correctly. Yeah, I'm
Yeah.
good with it. That's fine.
Yeah.
And the other things he
That
talked
was-
about, did he hit anybody? Like,
That was always our rule. If you can use it correctly and in a situationally appropriate way.
yep.
Yeah.
Oh, we told him he couldn't curse regularly until he was 13, and then when he turned 13, we tried to get him to like just say the word shit. And he was just like, "Wait, no, I don't know if I'm gonna." And then every adult around the table started chanting the word shit.
Oh,
Just to
I'm
try to
still
get-
not allowed
and
to
he-
cuss.
Oh no, he leaned into it. I got to give the man credit. He leaned into it.
Oh, my kids are that the youngest calls their gecko a banana bitch boy. And
Bitch.
yeah.
Oh,
And then my 17-year-old is a gamer, so that tells you all you need to know. He plays Fortnite.
What a banana bitch boy.
I know, right?
Fucking Fortnite. Who do they play as?
You know what? They play as a lot of things. They're actually on a Fortnite break right now. They're playing a lot of what is it? Jujutsu Kaisen on Roblox.
That's
and
all I need to know.
They're playing
They you pointed out JJK. They're good.
Yeah, exactly. No, they're oh, JJK is their favorite. I mean, they like JoJo, but the JJK is their jam.
Mm-hmm.
We screw with our teenager all the time because he's like, oh, dude, bruh, and then my wife will literally dip her head in and go, "It's pronounced brazier," and then just dip out without even saying anything else.
Fucking A.
I will just say, imagine your mom, and not like your mom, but like your actual mother is a Twitch partner.
Right? Like, oh, buddy, you're already behind the ball here, but like, you need to.
Right, like Zoe will often say, "Mom, I feel like you're more connected to pop culture than I am." That's the 14-year-old.
Oh, I hate how real that might be.
Yeah.
I still have
true, we kinda
Labubu
have
up
to
on my
be.
computer. That's depressing. The devil's pet. Oh my god.
That one looks weird.
Yeah. Well, on that note, I need to go take my dogs out.
I
What
think
a
I
fun
have to go
and
cook
weird
dinner.
day of conversation we've had together. Yeah, I don't even know. Misty, thank you for coming in and hanging out with us and talking about weird
thank you
Disney
for-
shit.
Yeah,
Thank you very much.
Yeah, of course. It was nice to meet those I didn't know. Oh, one quick question, Katie, which I know could just be texted, but are you going to Fan Expo this week?
I
know the Fan
wasn't.
Okay, Fan Expo is this week.
But maybe I will.
All right, let me know.
Text me.
Because we have a booth. I will text you.
I might.
A little-
And Ren Fair. That I have to do before the month is over.
That will be happening. Well, not this month because this month ends tomorrow, but July, yes, for sure. Well, and it's good because Shock the Whipper starts next weekend. So
The what?
Jack the Whipper.
Jacques
What's a
the
whip?
Whipper.
What's
Jacques
a whip?
the Whipper.
I'm gonna send you a video.
Please do, because I don't know what that is.
Oh,
I'm
yeah, no,
excited.
Sounds like a play on
Yeah.
Jack the Ripper.
He's
yes.
really cool. I like him.
Yeah. You're gonna love
He's
it.
a
You're gonna love
Renaissance
it.
Fair act. Yeah, yeah,
Oh.
yeah.
Yeah, I don't go on TikTok. Look him up.
He whips.
Music.
Actually, go ahead.
No, I was just gonna say, Glut says he's gonna fix this, which means in movie night tonight, I'm probably gonna get some things about a whipper in Discord.
I like his
also
evil
gonna-
person mustache.
Also, sorry. Go ahead.
I was gonna say the best part about him is he's a former NPR host, like news host.
That's
Oh my
absolutely
God,
the
that's
best part
right.
about him already.
I
That's
fucking see it.
incredible.
His voice is amazing.
Former
It is.
NPR host who now just whips
At Renaissance Fairs, yeah.
at Renaissance Fairs.
Yep.
It sounds violently familiar, like it's like the stuff Xena pretends to do, but instead of Xena, it's a dude.
He followed
I
his
feel like
dream.
it's more Weird Al,
Yeah.
Weird Al
There's-
Yokovic,
Yeah.
but
There's a lot of
Renaissance.
like
Okay.
covers.
I'm gonna
Mhm.
have to go look at him then.
Yeah.
I'll do some research.
Link in
Very
your
much worth.
text.
Yes, I just summoned it.
That's a good one too, because it's apparently it was Faye Day at the Renaissance Fair, and a woman dressed up, or somebody dressed up like Guy Faye Airy.
Ha!
Oh, that's fucking incredible.
I love everything about this idea.
Right?
I
It's
love
like
him. He's really cool.
Yeah.
The Whipper dude.
Yeah.
That's
Not
the
not
one
And
we're
really.
very
gonna go
creative.
to. It's gonna be sick.
Yeah. So he'll be there from July 5th through the end of the month.
We'll have to go. I mean, I guess, I kind of want to look at nothing and just have Misty take me to go watch some whippings.
Done.
Yeah. I'll have her
What
carve
does
me
one
out.
do? It doesn't matter. Just watch the whipping.
Yep. I mean,
You
I
get a
know I
drink-
love
you get a
Ren
drink.
fairs, so the
Yeah.
rest doesn't matter.
Yeah.
I know I'll have fun.
The best part is a guaranteed good time.
Yeah, no shit. And good drinks. All right, I'm going to
Mhm.
bounce. I love you
All
guys.
right, bye. Thank you for having us.
I love you.
Yeah, of course. All right, see y'all later.
And I'm going to bounce from you because we went so far over, but I never, it's a treat. I got to hang out with friends all day, and I got to hang out with Misty, so that was sick. And I got to hang out with you guys, so thank you for hanging out with me. Tomorrow's day off day. As usual, it's the norm. I know, what a weird day, but on Mondays, I take a day off. I think I'm going thrifting with Rodney, so that should be sick. Please come hang out. On Tuesday. I don't know. We will probably have lots of pictures of strange things that we do or thrift tomorrow. He's thrifting for Burning Man. So I'm going with to help him, so that should be very exciting. But take care of yourselves, take your joy, drink your waters, load your bowls, cheers your bowls. All those things. I'll see you fucks on Tuesday. Probably.